Okay, we're recording?
Yes, we are recording.
We are recording. We welcome...
Seems we are.
Soda says to introduce ourselves for all the new viewers.
Yes.
Which new viewers? But whatever.
I don't know. He says to do it.
Yeah.
Good
okay.
to see nothing changed in the week I was away.
Well.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, okay, so I'll go first.
Totally,
as
we're
usual.
totally professional.
I am Rose Shrimp. Currently, my title in this server is Twink Master. But
she is represented
that's
by...
neither here nor
Twink
there.
Master Flex.
Oh, right. I didn't even notice the flex part. On the stream, I believe I am represented by a picture of what is basically Utsumi from Build,
But
not
way too
Utsumi from
cool.
Gridman, but with bat wings and also way too cool. That is actually an OC of mine. Yes, he is just kind of Utsumi. I'm aware of that. Don't at me.
At her.
At Rose Shrimp.
At Rose
Please
Shrimp.
don't. Okay. Someone else go now, please.
I'm Siraku Fett. I'm on the server I am Rider Man, but I am Rider Man. I couldn't resist. But on the stream there, I am represented by by
Joker.
Akira/Ren/Joker from Persona 5. And I write things.
He writes things sometimes.
And they're good.
Well, that's debatable.
Hey!
Mean.
Hey!
That's mean. Don't
It's
be
a joke.
mean.
It's
No
a
bully.
No bully the writer.
Anyway.
Then he'll stop
No.
writing.
RMH?
Yeah. I'm the person amongst us who basically would handle merch stuff if there wasn't a freaking policy.
You're a little
bit...
a little
can't
choppy
barely,
there.
Yeah.
Can't barely
Oh.
hear you, RMH. This is why I honestly don't like you doing this on a phone.
Well, I'm using a headset, like...
Anyway, just, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
that does sound
still
better, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, like, I'm the... Yeah, it's me, RMH, trying to... Alright. Yeah, I'm the one amongst us who would usually handle merch stuff if there wasn't a freaking postal strike here in Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
And you'll like to find me as the one with Nero as their icon.
Hero. I'm sorry, don't you mean Dante?
No, that's...
Shut
Everyone thought it was him! Everyone thought it was him when
Yeah,
he first showed up!
for those few seconds.
Everybody had a collective heart attack.
Because his hair
was a
does
heart
turn white
attack
at the end of the
into
game, right?
The combination heart attack gasm.
His dumb
And then he
grunge hair
revs the
turns white at
sword.
the end of the
But
game.
then he revs the sword and everybody's like, it's Nero!
It's Nero, it's fine!
This is Dante, and then he revs the sword, and we hear Johnny.
Yeah, everybody's like, it's Nero! Anyway, Sano?
Hi, I'm Sano, the guy who's like in the middle of eating during this podcast.
Why are you
God
eating?
damn it.
Because I'm hungry and it's like 1.
I ate just before the podcast.
Same!
Same.
I ate literally
sorry.
just before the podcast because I ate while I was watching Lupat, which I had to do right before
I literally
this
finished
episode.
eating. I
scrambled
literally
to
finished
eat.
eating the moment you walked in.
I said,
Rose.
did I just say that you scrambled to eat Lupat?
Okay, well, we'll talk about that later.
Anyway, and Sano is represented by I don't know what the image is exactly.
It's Stinkface Hikawa from
Yeah.
Kamen Rider Agito.
Okay.
It's just an image I like.
Kawa going,
And you'll find our good friend and audio master Sota in the bottom left, peeking out.
Yeah, because he is helping us.
He's
Char.
I just wanted to say I actually grabbed that
Oh,
image.
Yeah,
He is here to laugh at.
He is four
He is-
vaginas.
He came here to...
That's the way. That's a joke me and my friends made. It's like, come
Yeah,
on, Char.
yeah,
Come on,
it's a
Char.
joke
Just drop
everyone's
the act, and he'd be like, really? Do you really think Char Azenbell would name himself for vaginas?
Vaginas.
Come on.
What is that? His fucking fake name?
His name is
Vagina.
Quattro Vagina.
Why?
Because Char
Because-
Azenbell would have named himself Quattro Vagina, so he can't be Char Azenbell.
if I name myself something fucking ridiculous, they'll never think it's me.
They'll never know it's me, fucking Char
Char
Aznabell.
Aznabell.
Because
He came here to laugh at us.
yeah,
That's
That's
a
what
comic.
so-
It's
Come
not
on,
just
Camille, get serious.
and that's what Sota came here to do, is to
Do-
laugh at us.
Do you really think I would name myself Quattro Vagina Camille? Come on.
But on
Eh.
Discord, his icon is usually Evolt, made to look like Quattro Bagina.
Yeah.
Or really anything
Where
with Quattro.
Where Soda photoshopped Quattro's glasses, and I fucking turned his hair blonde.
Yeah,
And
Evolve Vagina.
evil Vagina. And I'm the Dreamcast.
Do you
your
really
host.
think
Now,
I would
evil
call
would
myself
then
Evil
for
Vagina?
Come on.
You really think?
fucking
Do you really think
Sento.
Evolt would call himself Evil Vagina? Come on,
Yes.
Sento.
Seriously.
Like,
get
Sento would
serious.
actually just respond with, yes, I would.
Yes, he probably would.
Yes, you would, Evolt. And he's like, you got me. He just pulls out the trigger.
Ah, you got me, Black Code!
Okay,
Anyway, I'm
So-
the Dreamcast, the host of this podcast,
The host with the most.
the host with the most. And
debatably.
Oh,
what does that
God,
I
mean?
mean-
everybody throwing shade today.
What does that mean, Rose?
I know you.
I'll explain when we get to that segment.
Anyway,
We can talk about the Blood Realm later.
Oh,
Anyway.
God.
Because I realize we haven't already.
Oh, I don't know about the Blood Realm.
Yeah, you'll find out
Anyway,
about that.
Oh, God,
I
the
am
Blood
represented
Realm.
by Mio from Nichijou because I fucking love Nichijou so much.
That's
And-
good, Nichijou.
And that's all of us. So we
My
get-
normal life, or whatever, right?
Yeah,
That's what it is.
yeah, my ordinary
Yeah.
life.
My ordinary life.
All right, so we can start the podcast now. First up is us talking about Kamen Rider Zi-O,
Kamen Rider
Zi-O,
Zi-O.
episodes 7 and 8.
8. Yeah, 7 and
Also
8.
Yes.
the 0.5s.
And the 0.5s, obviously. Okay, so we're going into the
7. Wizard.
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 The first episode's called Magic is Showtime, right, or something?
Or shot. No? Hang on.
Just Magic Showtime.
Magic Showtime.
Mhm.
Magic Showtime 2018.
Which
Yes.
is the first two words in.
Magic, the Showtime.
Showtime.
Yeah.
And
It's such a good fucking song.
it's a great song. I'm not a big fan of the singer. Like, I don't know. I just don't like the way he sings the song, but it's
It
fine.
has that one wrestler that really loves Toku.
Yeah,
Yes,
Tanahashi.
Tanahashi's in
One
the
of
music
them
video.
wrestlers
He's
that
the
really
reason I
loves
kind of
Toku.
want to. He's the reason I want to learn Lars in Tekken.
So, okay, you want to know the really cool part about
What?
that?
What?
Quick little interlude before we actually get back to Zi-O. In Tekken 7, they did the crossover thing, as you probably know, where
Yeah.
you can
That's why. I
wear
want to learn
Tanahashi's
Lars.
outfit as Lars. If
Oh,
you
shit.
wear the entire set of Tanahashi's outfit, his rage art changes to one of Tanahashi's.
Is
Oh
it
my
the
God.
High Fly Flow?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, the same thing happens for King when he's in the.
Yeah. King with the what's his name?
Fucking, my friends would know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask them quick.
Kazu something.
Kazuhira.
No. Kazuhira. No.
I just asked quick because I want to get facts straight.
Delay
Can
the
we-
Kamen Rider talk because we need to know Tekken.
We have to know who King dresses up as.
we
in
We have to
Tekken.
know the Tekken cross NJPW.
Can we
shit.
please? Can I please start talking about Zi-O?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes.
I'll
So
also
we start.
talking.
So we open on the creation of the Another Rider. It is Christmas 2012, and there is a magic show happening, and there's literally 2 people in the audience, and they don't give a shit about it.
I think
And
one of
the-
them's
and-
asleep.
No,
they're on a date.
they're on a date and they're just doing cutesy date stuff and not
Yeah.
actually paying attention to the thing they
Yeah.
went on a date to do.
And the guy doing lighting, like trips and knocks over the light, and it almost falls on him. Then Will stops it, and it's like, "Hey, so
Who's like, hey, yo, dude,
This place
you
is
want to
shutting
be?
down.
This place sucks. Do you want to save it, and you want to also save your own life?" And
I
he's
don't
like,
think it ever brings up
yeah.
saving your own life. I think that was gonna
Yeah,
happen.
I think that the light effect was just
it's just that
Just fell over.
Will always stops time right before
Somebody gets injured.
the person he wants to make a contract with gets injured. It seems.
Yeah, and then
Just for that
Whoa, whoa,
dramatic
whoa, whoa.
flair.
okay,
Hmm?
sorry,
What?
almost did a
What?
thing. Almost did a thing I did not mean to do.
Okay.
God
Okay.
damn!
I am
So-
confused.
Hang on. I'll be
Then
back in a sec.
All right.
when they turn, he becomes another wizard, and then we cut to present day. I think.
Yeah, we got to present day, and they're like, they just came back from school.
We
Sogo's
discovered that-
uncle is
He's like, hey,
He's been
he's fixing
given
he's fixing
a VCR to
a
fix.
VCR, and so
VCR.
like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
I
And
haven't
then
seen
every
this
every
thing,
single
old
millennial in the
man.
audience is like, aw.
Oh,
everyone
old.
ages like
Ouchies.
10 years watching that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like-
Including me.
Same
It's
here.
like, Sogo, you're 1 year younger than me. You should
And-
know what a fucking VCR
And
is.
me, since I'm the same age as Sogo.
Oh no!
Oh no. Then
I'm
then
3
that
years-
just means Sogo's an idiot.
Well,
Well,
we
that-
know
that's a
from-
given.
Yes, that's part of Soto.
Sogo's character.
things
Yeah,
I
part of
learned in
Soda's
third
character.
grade.
Things I learned.
Yeah.
in se-
Then
Then he's like,
God.
oh,
his
another
uncle-
the other day
Sogo's-
somebody came in here and asked me to fix a vase. What do I look like?
what do I
Magic?
look like?
Or
Wizard
what do I look like?
Hayase?
Wizard. Hayase.
Wizard Hayase.
And they're like, and it's like,
Wink
oh,
at the camera.
Wizard
Hayase.
Hayase.
Oh, he's doing
He's
a
a
show.
magician. He's been a
We should
magician
go.
since 2013.
2012.
This is well, it was Christmas. What?
Shut up! It's
He
2012.
he started the day afterwards and started saving
Yeah.
the theater. It's
That's
the-
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
2012.
mean, you wouldn't. Yeah, but you wouldn't be known like.
No, he got noticed like the day he started getting the papers like the day
There's
before
like
New Year's.
There's like a week and a
The
half
day-
left of the year left at
the
that point.
Day before
Less than a
New
week,
Year's.
dude. That's like 6
It's
days.
2012.
Either way, he
2012.
started saving
Anyway.
the theater on the day of the biggest saving.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So they're like, let's go see the Wizard Hayase magic show, yay! And Gates
Also-
is like, fuck off, we're not friends. So Sogo's like, but if I'm going somewhere, you should keep an eye on me, shouldn't you?
And Gates is just like.
Yeah, fine.
Which is a beginning to what I'm going to talk about more when we get to episode 8, but some stuff with Sogo where maybe
Okada,
he's not
that's his
as
name.
stupid as we keep
Kazuchika
joking
Okada.
about.
Maybe he's not quite as stupid as we all say,
Yeah.
Yeah.
as we are all led to believe.
The
Case
guy-
in point. Case in point.
quick
he,
quick thing. It's Kazuchika Okada.
Yes.
King dresses
Yeah,
up.
Yeah.
There's Chica Okada. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, thank
He
you.
likes Monster Hunter.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And God, I love that NJPW wrestlers are just big
Yeah.
nerds like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Great.
anyways.
Anyway. They go to the magic show and then
Waz is
fucking
there.
Waz is there and he's like Wagamau.
And so it goes just like, oh hey, what's up? I am fine, my lord.
What are you doing here?
I just came to see a magic show. You want me to get you a drink too? I am fine.
I would
Just-
like a Sprite. And if they
But
have
I must say, I am concerned that you are hanging
Waz
out.
seems
If
if they
I
only have
and
Pepsi
Pepsi
products, don't
You're
give me
making
any sort
friends.
of fucking Sierra Mist bullshit.
Waz seems more like a 7-Up kind of guy.
I am concerned you are friends.
You're trying to make friends
Waz.
with those losers.
Well, it seems like a 7
Come
Up.
hang out
Is
with
Waz
me,
sick?
Wagamau.
What?
7-Up's fine when you're sick, but like,
7-Up's fine all the time. I like 7-Up.
okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway. me a
Wagamo,
Mountain Dew Wagamo.
please.
And
But,
then they cut to the magic show.
Yeah, they cut to the magic
the
show,
magic
and he
show,
literally
and
breaks a vase
literally
and then fixes it.
breaks the vase and then fixes it and like lights shit on fire and throws flowers to the crowd with magic, literal actual magic, not just like, oh, is this your card type magic.
And then they're like, this reminds me of a Kamen Rider we saw in our time.
A wizard of some kind.
He was called Kamen Rider Magic Man.
We don't
Yeah.
know what his name. He was lost to time.
His name was Lost to Time, but we know he had a big old ruby face.
And he
Well,
And he
sometimes
had a
big
big ass
ones.
hand on his crotch.
Or sometimes it was a sapphire, or an emerald, or a citrine, or a diamond.
But don't worry about it.
I'm gonna post a quick picture of Okada just so you know the
I
kind
fucking
of guy
love
he is.
Wizard Infinity.
Just look at this guy.
Oh my god!
What?
There's a dinosaur.
Dinosaur!
He has a gigantic sword. I'm gonna put-
That's a Monster Hunter fan.
yeah.
That's a Monster Hunter fan.
And
Looks like he's gonna shoulder it.
Is the T-Rex his striker?
Yes.
he just comes into the ring.
It's his mount.
That's his palico.
Is that just one of the villains from Deado?
God, I wish. Would have been a lot better than what we actually had. I can talk about that later. Let's get back to talk about Zi-O.
Oh, it didn't get. Yeah.
And
Smooth
then, so, like, Gates is immediately like, huh, this guy seems suspicious with his magic that doesn't look like a trick or anything. And so they
Yeah,
go,
like it's
so-
basically the same phrasing as it's like the same phrasing as the Wizard's opening or something, right?
So, yeah, it literally, it's like, it's the,
This isn't
the-
a trick.
is it real? It's not a trick. This is magic.
Yeah.
Magic.
And then and we get like a brief scene of the magician guy who we actually find is like, you know, still, despite his success, he's still like a bumbling, nervous type guy. And his the manager of the venue is like this pretty lady, and it's very clear that he's like, you know, he gets
He's
flustered
enamored.
around her. And like she's like, you're doing really well with this magic stuff. It's great.
He's like,
and,
yeah, thanks. And then he leaves because he's a shy boy.
And literally with the what were the subs we were watching? Overtime,
Overtime,
right?
yeah, overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Always
overtime actually made the subtitles get smaller when he started mumbling.
Oh,
Which
they
I
did?
love.
I never
Yeah.
noticed that.
Yeah, they.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did.
When he starts
Um,
mumbling, they made him slightly smaller.
When he starts mumbling, the subtitles just get smaller.
Like slightly smaller, still obviously readable, but like
Not like fucking
clearly
Pinky
slightly
Neon
smaller.
back in the 20 aughts.
yeah.
But then the magician goes outside and he gets cornered by us three kids. And he's like, "Hey, are you a
another
wizard? Are you a wizard?" And then Gates is like, "Puh, hey."
No. What happens is Sogo goes, "Are you a wizard?" And he's like, "No."
And Gates just fucking shoves it to the ground, pulls out the ride
It's like, stop lying.
He's
not
not
gonna
gonna
tell
tell
you
you
the
the truth if you ask.
He's not gonna tell you the truth if you just ask him.
I need to try and kill him.
What do
He
you
just
think?
pushes
We're
him and then
we're
transports
normal
him, and he turns
people.
into another wizard.
And then, and as Gates is correct, he just pulls out the ride watch, spins it, clicks it, and then the
turns
guy
into
on the
another
ground
wizard.
just turns into another wizard. And another wizard looks dope.
It's fucking
It's
dope.
so
He-
sexy.
He has a skeleton hand on his.
Yeah,
on his belt?
the belt has a skeleton hand on it. Yeah, and his head like kind of looks like this big like wizard
It's like a
hat,
ring, but
faintly.
it's like
It's
a
got
ring,
this
but like
brim.
with- yeah,
I got the feeling it's retooled from like Hart's costume.
maybe.
Nah, I don't.
But
feel
it
that.
has like that.
Yeah, I
it
don't
has like
see
the
that
actual
either.
ring part of the ring.
Like,
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah, and
Not
like
just the
the,
gemstone?
ring,
Right.
the yeah, but also on his hand there's like the wizard ring on his hand is just like this giant sharp ass ruby. Looks like if he punched you in the face with it, he'd stab you.
It's also kind of like a flower bud.
He's also got like
One thing I am disappointed by, and it's kind of a trend with another writers, not doing like all of the same things that the writers are based on do. I am kind of disappointed that another wizard in the entire 2-episode arc never uses a sword.
Yeah.
Because wizard fought almost exclusively with the sword.
Yeah. That's when the trend started to become evident, where writers started to just use the weapon.
Well, wizard used the sword, and then Gaim used the sword all the time because that was part of the whole motif. Is their armored warriors? But Drive just punches.
No, he has the handle sword.
He has the handle sword, but not all the time.
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
Big amount of time. Like
quite
X8
a
uses
bit,
the X8 uses the Goose uses his weapons a lot.
Well, yeah, but also
and X8 uses his
But also Chaser and Mach have like smaller weapons that just are basically just hand-to-hand weapons.
Yeah.
The Zenrin shooter and the brake gunner.
Well, also
and then Chaser also has the signal axe. Yeah, but
speaking of Mach, I think we do need to talk about a thing later on when we get to like talking about. Yeah.
All right. Well, remind us.
Anyway, but and then it's like he runs away and is like, I haven't even done anything. And Zi-O is
and Sogo's like, hey.
He hasn't done anything.
He hasn't done anything.
And he's like, and then Gates is like, does it really matter?
It doesn't matter. Him existing is a danger to the timeline.
It is like
yeah.
No. I'm sorry. Me getting excited is because I saw the thing Rose was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Because I thought you were like questioning him, and I was like,
no, I'm not. I'm not questioning. I just saw the thing Rose posted.
And yeah, he's completely right.
That's good. That's real good.
For once, Gates is completely
That's real
right.
good, and that makes sense too. But
Gates
we'll get
is
to
not
that.
wrong. Arc begins.
Gates is right.
So thing is Gates is right there.
He's an ass. He's an
asshole about it.
But he's right.
And Tsukiyomi says that too.
This is
like,
case
when you're living in the true resistance war.
This is
there's no time to learn tact and.
This is a case of just because you're correct doesn't mean you're right. Where it's like Gates is correct.
Factually correct,
Gates is
but
like,
Sogo is
Tsukiyomi
right.
acknowledges that, but it's like, but Gates still needs to calm down, though.
And then Gates is like, why are you booing me? I'm
Jump
right.
off! Stop trying to be my friend! I'll solve this shit without you!
Yeah.
Kick your ass.
And he's like, okay, I'll help. I'll help you kick my ass. No, stop!
Stop trying to be my friend like I'm some sort of secondary writer. Wait, what? Why did I say that?
Is this the power of Oma, Zi-O?
Is this
Sogo?
Is this the power of 0.5s?
Did you do this to me?
I've watched episodes
I'll tell you
3
this
times,
to
but I
me.
don't remember the exact order of events.
Yeah, it's been like a while since I saw it.
Yeah.
Honestly, not a lot happened.
Yeah, so let's just try and...
They start doing research.
Yeah.
They start trying to do
Sogo and Tsukiyomi go talk to the...
But Gates goes straight back to 20...
Yeah.
No, wait, does he go back to 2012 or just...
No,
just
no, he
doesn't.
He
tries to find
the guy.
The guy.
Yeah. The guy is hiding in his apartment, and Horace shows up to say some.
And she's like, "Hey, check out my legs."
Oh, right, yeah. Schwartz shows up while Gates is looking for the guy.
And time stops.
And Schwartz time stops and then just moves him off of the roof.
Like he doesn't physically touch Gates at all. He just kind of moves Gates in space off the roof.
And he's like, "Bye-bye," and he drops him.
And then Woz catches him.
Schwartz goes over time and space.
Woz
saves him with his fucking JoJo
could apparently fucking like shoot his scarf out and like extend it like a fucking prehensile tail or some shit. I don't know.
And grabs him and
apparently Woz and Gates used to be friends.
Like
knew each other at some.
They knew each other because he said, "Did you ever beat me?"
Yeah. There's
You know what makes me think of, like,
implications.
maybe Gates used to work for Zi-O.
Yeah.
Or
was used to be a
the
rebel.
resistance.
Maybe.
Yeah.
One of the two.
And what
Or
if,
Gates is
what
like
if,
Omatsu's
what if Waz
son.
is like a double agent?
I don't know.
Yeah. Like Waz is like fucking. I was about to say a thing that nobody's gonna get.
We know
Tuvok
that
on Voyager.
we know that not all of the like time jackers and then Gates, Tsukiyomi and Waz. We know that they don't all know each other from before because Schwartz does introduce himself
My name's
to
Schwartz.
Gates, so obviously they did not know each other already. But
We still don't know, like, why the Time Jackers want to do all this. Namely, get a new king. Like, why do they want to switch the king? What's, like...
Because fuck the king.
presumably because they figure there's no way of just stopping the fight over being a king entirely, so they might as well make sure that it goes the way they want.
Anyway...
Maybe they're trying to make the king weak enough.
And then they start talking and just like, hey, you're friends with my overlord.
No, what Woz does is, because he doesn't want Sogo to be friends with him, he encourages Gates to befriend Sogo, so Gates will tell him to fuck off and try not to.
Ah, yes, the old time checker technique. Reverse psychology.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They try and fight, but it turns out Woz can also fucking float.
Float.
He could just fly? He could just do that?
I'm gonna fly away.
I'm still operating on the theory that he's a data human and that he just...
But if he is a data human, that's a lot more powers than Philip ever fucking had.
Philip can't fly.
Fill my mouth with the words
Philip can't fucking
Well, Philip also doesn't have a fancy schmancy scarf, so, like,
Yeah.
maybe he's a data human with
Well,
other
he
stuff.
did before he
He
transformed.
did as Cyclone.
What if Woz is our fucking 50 Kaijin pileup?
Actually,
Like,
I'm
he's
actually
a
just
worm,
shocked.
he's
I
a fucking
A
dopan,
worm Fanak pant.
data human, he's a
He's an
fucking...
Imagine.
No, he's got an Imagine run around somewhere. He's a fucking... He's part Fangire.
he's a Zodiart.
He's
He's a
Zodiac.
Grongi. He's an unknown.
He's a Gate. Not a Phantom, just a
He
Gate.
works for Shocker.
No. He's a magic user, not just a gate.
No,
Yeah.
well, yeah, he's a magic user.
He's somehow a Smash. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about that one. That
He's got
one's
a.
good.
He has a hazard level.
He has a hazard
Big
level.
hazard.
Yeah, and
Well,
Evolve's
no,
like...
he has to be
what?
exposed to nebula gas, which doesn't
Yeah,
exist in this
No,
universe.
Evolve shows up somehow in the winter.
Hey,
he's like,
there's
how?
a statue of Build.
He comes.
Yeah,
back.
Build still exists because Centaur still
Fucking-
exists. In the
That
universe.
means that hazard
Well,
levels
no, because
exist.
Sento in the new universe was still exposed to nebula gas in the last universe.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah.
Centaur.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have lost his hazard level.
Yeah, but he doesn't have any like extra nebula gas with him.
Evil just comes back from the past, is like with a bong, is like, "Hey, take a
What
hit of
about
this nebula
Killbus?
gas."
Killbus is in the new world,
Oh, yeah.
right?
That's
That's
a
right.
good question. We can talk about that later.
But yeah, Evil just comes back. Hey, take a hit of this nebula gas bong.
Woz has a bug.
No,
Woz has the Bugster
Almost Leo
virus.
comes back and he's like, "Here, Woz, I grant you this," and he's like, "Oh, thank you, my lord." You see the veins pop up for
Yeah.
like a second.
Yeah. Just take it.
That's not
I
what I was
fucking
doing.
wish the way Utsumi started using his Voltron was he had to fucking take a bomb.
He had to
He just had to take the bong hit.
Sumi has the toke.
Yeah,
Kamen Rider, but all the drivers are bongs.
yes.
It's like that one picture of Evil's actor
Yeah.
with the evil driver.
You just
Yeah.
have like a whole minute of a character holding their breath and just be like,
Yeah. There. Okay.
It's like, yeah, that was a pretty big hit.
Shit.
But okay,
God,
but
what would
Thank you,
then
sir.
Sogo shows up and Woz is like,
Genius
"That is
drinks the
form."
water.
Genius
Then
form
after
is
that,
just a fucking vape.
Okay.
I'm
No,
gonna
no,
pitch
then
all
let's
of the
get back-
fucking bottles at the same time.
Yeah. Let's get back.
Yeah,
to
let's get back
Zi-O.
on track where
Yeah.
Gates runs off and then Horo with her amazing legs show up in that dude's apartment. And it's like,
Hey,
Aura and her fuck me boots.
yeah.
She's
Her
like,
future fuck me boots.
in order for you to become our king in the future, you're gonna need a deeper wound than this. And the dude starts freaking out, and I would too if some random woman showed up in my house and said
Well,
that.
no,
kind
he
of
was more
shit.
freaking out of like, hey, those guys are figuring it out.
Yeah, but I don't think Hora helped.
Oh yeah, she
No.
was just like, hey, those two. I think that one dude's gonna be. You should talk to that one dude. I think wasn't she? That
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, and then the guy who was doing the magic show at the start of the episode, the other guy who works at the theater,
Yeah.
shows up and is like, "Hey, Hayase, we need to talk." And it turns out that the theater is still shutting down because this other dude and the woman are getting married.
And then he gets
The other
super
guy
pissed.
on the- Yeah.
And he's like, why
Yeah.
did I
And he
even
just
do
like,
all this?
what? And
did
he
it.
just turns into
Then he
another
becomes
wizard.
He becomes another incel.
Oh, no.
Why do?
No, but the
Oh,
joke,
no.
but remember, the joke doesn't work if you say Haruto and Koyomi, because Haruto and Koyomi are super fucked
I
and
wasn't
not
gonna
at
do
all
that. I
winners
wasn't
of
gonna
the
do that. I
of
was
the
actually
lottery.
gonna go a different route. I was gonna say, oh god damn it, I had the joke on the tip of my tongue.
Are you is it C and S?
No, it had nothing to do with that.
Okay.
God damn it, I lost it.
Winners of the genetic lottery.
Shut up!
God. We haven't talked about that on the podcast.
I
have we?
haven't seen it.
We- Okay, then we'll
It's
wait
terri-
until
it's a
you
terrible
watch
episode.
I know.
Yeah.
I figured anything
Okay.
about that
It's
subject
fucking
matter is probably awful.
Zi-O.
It's fucking beautiful, dude.
So he turns into another
And-
wizard, and luckily.
Oh, I remember. I was gonna
Gates is
say, why do good girls always go for bad boys? And then it's like, it's that one thing where he's like normal dude, but then he becomes Kamen Rider Wizard.
Then he
It's-
turns into another wizard.
And then he's like, like, why do good girls always fall for bad boys? Or something.
up.
I've been a bad boy for a long time, or
Oh,
something.
Stop talking about that
I,
meme.
I love it.
Stop it.
How
Remember the
bad
one-
can a good girl get?
No, remember the fucking
Why
one
do
that
good
had,
girls
like,
always fall for me?
Sogo, and then it turns into Zi-O?
Oh god, yeah. Good girls
And then
always
there
fall
was
for
the Goku one.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I love
I
it.
have no idea what's happening right
It's
now.
a meme.
It's a fuck-
Memes.
It's a meme that started on either TikTok or Musically, but then like people
Ah,
started doing
okay, so
edits
it's
of it with
cancer.
characters ironically. Because like initially it was like douchebags on TikTok, like, oh look, I'm dressed as a nerd, but look, I'm actually a bad boy. But then actually it's just
Remember there was
it's
that
just
one
a bunch of
fucking like
dudes.
Vine or video where the dude's like, I could be any personality you want to be. Like, I could be a bad boy or a nerd or a vampire. Yeah, that's all the personalities I have.
No.
Vampire. That's my personality.
Oh look! Oh hey, that's just Kiva.
That just reminds me of
That's
like
just
that other.
Utsumi, honestly. That's his 3 phases.
Nerd.
That just reminds me of that terrible Vine.
Except nerd is in all of them.
Yeah.
Nerd, bad boy, cyborg.
Nerd,
Vampire.
bad boy, but still nerd. Vampire, nerd.
Vampire, cyborg, nerd.
Yeah, you just put nerd in like brackets.
Phase 4, motherfucker! Dead.
Next, yeah, rip.
Rip.
It's fine. He's back now though. In New World.
I doubt I
That
could
was
find
fun.
it, but it's so bad.
God,
That's
oh my
real.
god, I want someone to make an edit of Utsumi getting killed, and it's just a voice clip from Day 6 Secret Evolution of Adam just going, yeah, rip.
Zed,
I have to do it now.
You gotta.
end the episode
You
with it.
gotta.
I gotta end it.
You gotta
You
do
have
it.
end
to send me the voice
episode
line because
with-
I don't know what I'd be looking for.
Okay, hang on,
Plays
hang on.
in
I
the
can
evolution.
pull it up right now. I'm gonna
Okay.
look for it right now.
Meanwhile, I will continue to talk about Zi-O so we don't have a ton of dead air.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
Gates shows up and goes to beat up another wizard, but another wizard has already hit this guy with fire, and 2, there is a mysterious man with a big
mysterious
backpack
man
and
with a khaki vest and a big backpack and two
Two
ride
watches.
watches.
And he just runs off. He's like, whoop.
Yeah,
He's
he
like
hides
he
behind a pole which blatantly does not hide him at all, and then runs off.
but then
Gates is like-
Gates almost goes after him, but turns around and
Yeah.
fights
Fighting
another
another
wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Sogo and
They-
Tsukiyomi, they go and talk to the woman who runs theater, right?
the lady who runs the theater,
To
yeah.
find out when the dude got another wizard powers.
And he's like, oh,
And he
20
got
bucks.
it in 2012, and he's like, "Look what I could do!" And he just like his hand. He does
Turns on
the
fire.
Fantastic
Come out
Four
of his
thing.
hands.
He's like Chris
Yeah.
Evans in Fantastic Four. His
Oh
most
my
well-known
God.
role.
Yes. His most well-known role was in the Scott Pilgrim movie, obviously.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Wasn't Chris Evans in Waterworld?
Was he?
Was he like a kid in that or something? 'Cause I don't know. I have to look at this now.
I just looked at the scene with the rip again,
Okay.
and it's like it's
He is
it's
not.
literally
He's not in Waterworld.
I just looked at the scene with the rip again, and he's just saying it so fucking dismissively.
Okay.
Like the guy's talking about how his like he's talking to like a gun dealer, and he's talking about he's talking to the guy for like information about like the area, and the dude's talking about how his friend got killed by like the bad guys in the area, and he's like, "Rest in peace, Big Grizzle," and Adam just goes, "Yeah, rip."
Yeah. So they find out it was in 2012.
And then they go find Gates, and Gates is
And they
fighting
go-
him with another Fies.
Yeah, in
No, well,
the
Fi's
warehouse.
armor.
And
Fi's
then-
armor.
Yeah, Fies
And
armor.
then he's like, this is just how I'm going to fucking fight, Sogo. If you have a problem with it, then we can fight right here, right now. And then Tsukiyomi
Tsukiyomi.
shows up and
No,
is
no,
like,
no,
guys,
but-
stop fighting.
Oh wait,
Then
you talked about another
Sora
Fies,
shows
right?
up.
You talking about Fies armor, right?
Yeah.
Where he
Yeah.
uses Fies armor against another wizard,
Wizard.
and you just fucking like another wizard summons this big, huge block wall to stop him, and Gates just punches through it with the Fies shot.
Yeah, he was doing that the entire time where he was using Earth to block shit.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I
using
really
like
like it.
he's using Earth to like block shit. But Fies doesn't care,
Fies
so
doesn't give a shit.
Gates with Fies
He's
armor
like,
is
oh
just like,
shit.
Pam, pam. Exido time burst.
And then he's like, let's fight right here, right now. And Tsukiyomi's like, hey, idiot, stop.
And
And
then-
thankfully they listened to her.
But then
And another
then
wizard
Hora
just
shows
gets up. Aura shows up,
Stops
reactivates,
time,
stops
reactivates
time,
another wizard.
reacts another wizard, and then
And
the
another
wizard
wizard
gets up and
immedi-
puts uses
immediately
sleep
puts
on
the smartest
Tsukiyomi.
member of the team to sleep.
Yeah,
Yep.
the one with reason. That thing that almost
But also
nobody
in
in
that
Kamen
episode,
Rider
you know-
ever has.
Yeah.
But
Which, of course, and then the episode ends with Woz being like, "Ah, man, it just seems friendship doesn't suit you, my lord." It's like, come on, Woz.
Come on, Rawaz.
You
Read the
just want him
room.
all to yourself.
Read the room, Waz.
What's up, Wagamo?
Speaking of Woz
Wagga
just wanting
LMAO
Sogo to
FAO.
himself, the 7.5 was Sogo complaining about scenes
Cut
that got
context.
the scenes that got cut from episode 1 specifically, and was being like, "You think you have it bad? Look at Gates." In episode 1, there was this scene. He
shows up with me.
he was going to show up in the past,
out of suit.
but then
He's
in out
going
of
to
suit, but then they cut it out. You think these few seconds were all it was? Well, actually, he was there for like a full day.
He
and
was reading
didn't
his
do-
lines. He was
Didn't do anything
preparing.
that whole day that got into the show, and yet he had to work so hard, and none of it was into the.
And
Then
then
was put into the episode.
Sogo's like, "That's bullshit. We should go complain." And then it's
Oh
like,
yeah,
"Good luck."
there's also clips of like Tsukiyomi and like witness protection or something.
Oh,
where,
yeah,
Yeah,
she's like,
she-
"Wow,
her
this
voice
is-
is all distorted. It's
Yeah,
her
she's
face
got like
is
a black
pixelated.
bar over her eyes.
yeah, and Sogo's like,
Her
"Ah!"
face is
that's the thing
pixelated,
that actually-
and she has a black bar over her eyes.
Yeah, Sogo's
no, it's
like,
not
"I'm
even that.
gonna
That's
go."
the thing that they actually do for Japanese TV shows when they're doing an interview with someone they don't want to show the
Well, no,
identity
they
to.
do that in
Yeah,
America
that's the thing.
too.
That's the thing with everything.
Yeah,
No,
we
but
know
that's
what it is. We're
specifically
just
how
saying it's
Japan
funny.
does
Identity of
it,
protection.
like that specific voice effect.
No,
that's
we
what
know,
they actually
dude.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No.
they reference
Everyone
it
does
in
that.
Build as well
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like no need to
in
explain.
the early episode.
Yeah, we know it.
Yeah.
But we're
Oh,
just
you're
saying
doing
that
it.
that's
Oh,
what
I heard
happens.
witness protection. So
No, I didn't know the actual term for it.
Yeah, witness. Anyway.
Why do you expect me to know words?
Anyway, but
so
then.
Then
but then
Sogo's
she-
like,
no,
I'm
wait,
gonna go
but-
talk to the directors.
No,
'cause
Tsukiyomi's like, who is responsible for this? And it's like the directors.
Was is like, it's these directors, and Sogo's like, I'm gonna go talk to them then.
And then
he
it
goes
cuts to Waz doing the
intro.
ordinary high schooler Tokiwa Sogo was
Yeah.
destined to become the king.
Then he snaps the book shut and all the effects
or
go
at
and
least
he's
he
like,
would if he hadn't gone to go complain to the directors.
so they
Now
cut
I
his-
must find a
entire
new
fight got
overlord.
cut, so it looks like I need to go find a new overlord.
and then he just walks off screen.
And then there's like a little cut
Uh,
bit at the end where was fraught with anxiety.
Where like yeah.
Because
Yeah,
that seems to be
that's
what
and you just hear the director say cut and he
Yeah.
he just like relaxes for a second.
Because that seems to
Right.
be how every single one of these 0.5 episodes start with. Blank was fraught with anxiety.
Yeah, it's great.
And then we get to 8.8, or just 8. Yeah, episode 8,
Episode 8.
which I watched yesterday.
Which is called Beauty and Beast 2012.
12. Beast. So
They
then
they cut back like right afterwards, and that's just like, hey, Tsukiyomi's still in a coma. We have to figure out what's going
you're in
on.
a coma and it's your fault, Sogo.
And then Sogo's like, listen, I know how we're gonna fix this. Was. Oh wait, no, that's not
He's
what
like,
happens.
yes.
That's
That's later.
No,
That's
that's later.
No,
First he's
yeah,
like,
that
I'm
is
going back
later.
to the hospital, and he's like, oh, whatever.
Well, one of us needs to go back in time and stop him from becoming another wizard in the first place.
Yeah.
Well, he's like, that won't work since we don't have another wizard thing.
And we also don't know what time.
Well, no, they
Yeah.
know what time it is now.
No.
They do, but yeah.
They don't have the wizard ride watch.
They don't have
Yeah.
the specific time. They've got the year, but not the specific
But
date.
they don't
They
have
don't
the
really
date.
need
They
a-
can't just like sit around for a year.
Yeah, they don't need a date, actually. They've shown that they don't need a date. They just need a year.
Then another wizard finds the girl, and he's like, I loved you. Why would you go on
Why would you
shut
go
down
with
your
that
thing
stupid
and go
job?
with that Chad Stacy?
And then another wizard is all begone thought.
He gone thought, and then
Chad
Sogo,
and Stacy wizard. Stacy and Chad.
and then Sogo saves her, and he runs off like a little bitch. 'cause
Yeah.
of himself.
It's so cool when Sogo saves her too, because like he transforms and then you just hear Kamen Rider Zi-O.
Oh yeah, there's like the
Sogo
really
comes in attacking
shitty
him.
floating effect of him outside
Yeah.
the window.
Oh no, that's a little later again.
Oh right.
That's later. That's later.
Yeah.
And then, they like after that he goes to the hospital, or she goes to the hospital to be like, how could this happen to you? To the guy who got injured last episode, he was all in like bandages and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Because he got
And-
fucked up by a
and-
monster.
And then Sogo shows up
A
to the hospital,
Monstar.
and Waz is like, hey, Wagamao, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working on the...
Oh yeah, the scene
Yeah.
where it's like it
And
almost
Sogo's
feels like a piss metaphor with the sink running and was
Yeah.
just standing there. It kind of feels like Sogo walked in and was pissing.
It's like,
Oh,
I can't see
Marinate my
I
lord,
can't
I
see
just had the water
Wagamao
on.
see me. I can't see Wagamao see me piss.
Ah,
I just had the
it-
faucet
he
on
is
the whole
with my
time.
overlord Sogo.
He just
You guys
walks.
are fucking weird.
Sogo just walks in the bathroom, and Waz is just at the urinal with the book in hands.
He's-
Wagamao, please wait a minute. I can't have splashback onto the book.
What the
I can't
fuck?
stop reading this.
And Sogo
and
walks in and
so Waz is like, well, what are you doing here? And he's
Shouldn't
like,
you be out
and
with the
Sogo's,
Wizard Wide Watch?
and Sogo's like, hey, so I'm your overlord, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Then maybe let me do what I want.
And then he walks away. But he's
Yeah,
not
so
even
he's
mean. He's not
pissed
even
off.
mean about it.
No,
just
he's
how
like-
about you just how about you let me do what I want then? Like he's not like he doesn't
He's not
sound
being
aggressive.
malicious.
He's
He
just
doesn't
like,
sound
please.
aggressive about it.
He's like just being matter of fact about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Let me
great.
do what I want.
I actually really like that.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
He
well,
wants
okay then.
All right then.
Yeah, Woz is like I can't argue with my overlord, but
And then so,
Keep getting
Yeah,
all
you
the
know, like-
power.
and then it turns out
Yeah.
the dude died. He's like covered in a sheet, so he died.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
No.
What?
He died.
Yeah, he's covered in a sheet with his face covered
Killed.
by a sheet. He died of his injuries,
Huh?
I guess. Yeah,
No,
that's.
well-
I don't remember
What?
that.
I could.
I don't remember that
I
either.
could open it up.
No,
right
he
now.
is
what I do
fully covered.
That means
No,
he's
I-
dead.
I
But it's
remember
like-
I remember he's fully covered, and then what's his face comes in the window and he's
Yeah.
floating
With
with
the
Yeah,
blinking
when a
light.
person is fully
Well,
covered
well,
like
no,
that,
no,
that means
no,
they're
before-
dead.
No, no,
Still
no, no,
go
no.
under
No,
that.
no, no,
No,
no,
no, I mean the guy from last
Everybody,
episode.
shut up.
Everybody, shut up.
So then he's like outside the window floating. He's like, "How could you do this to me?" Screaming at the girl. He bursts in, and then So goes underneath the blanket. And he just throws it off and kicks him in the face and transforms.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, our favorite future boy heads over to a park. He sees a tent in the park, and he sees the backpack he saw earlier with the ride watches on it in the park. He goes in, and he suddenly turns around and is face to face with a man whom we all know,
Actually,
Nito Kosuke.
actually, that happened before the scene. but
Mr.
yeah. I'm like actually. I'm looking at the episode
Well,
right
we're
now.
jumbled. Well, we're jumbled around.
Yeah,
so...
that's we're jumbling.
We're like
Because
super jumbled
that's-
around because I'm actually looking at the episode and we're completely fucked.
It's fine, man. It's fine.
So
Because
then,
we forgot about the scene where they're in the fucking
Clock shop.
the clock shop and then they're like, "Hey, why?" Because
Oh, right, yeah. There's a
Yes.
bit where they're in the clock shop and then
they're like, "Why? Hey, Waz, come out here." And then Waz
Yeah,
comes
so
out.
he's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Waz,
they're
I
in the
know
clock
you're
shop.
there, come on.
he's like,
Hey,
"Hey,
yo,
Waz,"
Waz, get out of here.
and then
And
like
then-
a couple seconds pass, and then all the clocks start going crazy, and Waz just walks down the stairs.
What do you want, Wagamama?
He's like, "Oh, you're making use of me, my lord."
Yeah, and again, it's mentioned that Gates and Woz knew each other before.
And Gates and Sogo parrots something Gates said, where he's like, "Well, you said that personal stuff doesn't matter, right? So let's the
sit
three of
down
us
and
work
listen
together.
to
So
Woz.
And then
So
he's
let's
like,
sit
"Why?"
down and the three of us. And Waz is like, well, I have no information to share with you. And Sogo's like, but you'll share information with me, right? And then he goes,
Yes.
yes, of course,
Yes,
my
my
lord.
lord.
Yes. But,
No, he's like, you expect me to tell you that? And Sogo's like, yeah.
and he's
Yeah,
like,
I do.
"Well, you're right."
Yeah, I do. He's
But
like,
then-
I guess I can.
But then he's
"Right,
like,
well
"Why?
then,
Why
I
are the
will not
memories of
refuse
people
an
with
order from my lord."
Why are the memories of people with Ride Watch's brains so fuzzy? Or fucked up?
It's because why is it again?
Another riders.
Another rider.
Yeah.
When you're making another rider, it makes them
Just-
lose their powers, and that makes them lose their memories
Yeah.
being riders.
Yeah.
And
It
then if
just
you
takes
defeat
a
another
chop.
rider, they get
Just
Just
get the
takes a
memories
chop
back for a
out
minute.
of the of time.
That's why they don't remember. And he's like, that's exactly what happened. And the only way to get the memory back is by killing another rider.
Albeit temporarily.
Yeah, albeit temporarily. And then it's like, all right, you go.
Okay, Gates, you go back. You go
Go back to
find
the-
the right watch, and go back to 2012, and I'll go fight the guy now.
And then they run off. And then all the stuff we talked about happened.
Yeah. Then
And then the Plinkett effect, and then the Plinkett flight happens, and then I tricked you. I was only pretending to be the dead guy that wasn't actually dead.
yeah.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
actually in this room.
Yeah,
And
he's
then,
like, hey.
and
They start fighting.
Gates goes to find
Nito.
Nito.
2012.
But that
Wait,
he goes to find Nito in the park, but then Nito's like, I got these two watches. I don't know where they're from, and I'm not giving them to you until I know where
Even
they're
though
from.
that happened technically before, but yeah. He just goes back there and is like, hey, do you want some squid?
And at one
After
point,
dumping a bunch of mayonnaise on it.
Yeah, like always. And he's like, no thanks.
and at one point, Sogo like beats
With build armor.
yeah, with build armor, Sogo beats
And then
Another wizard.
another wizard, and Nito
like,
gets back
he
all
falls
his
back.
memories of becoming Beast,
And immediately
then
starts
just
beating up.
immediately henshins into
No,
Kamen Rider Beast.
first he
and
judo flips Gates.
Yeah, he
and
judo flipped Gates, then
Does
the rings are suddenly on his hands, and he
does the henshin
puts
pose
on
and everything.
the driver and the hen.
Driver on!
Shin. Yeah,
Driver
Sogo
on!
defeats another wizard.
Open! L-I-O-N! Lion!
And he
Then they start
fights
fighting.
Gates for a hot minute.
And he's like,
And
wait.
is that like-
wait.
He's like,
okay.
nah, just kidding. I was just trying to
testing
see
you.
I
if
was
I
just
should
joshing
give.
you.
I was just testing. I was just testing you, bro. And
then
he
he's
just
like,
hands
"Oh,
him.
it's a
He
prank."
gives.
And
He
hands him the wizard.
he henshins. He gives him the wizard watch, but he doesn't give him the beast watch. He just keeps that.
No, he hands them
And then he
both.
just
No,
jumps-
because
no,
he
doesn't.
no
he
because
only
No,
Gates
has
is
he
like
has them both, but he gives him the wizard ride watch, and he just keeps the beast
because
ride
Gates
watch.
is like,
And
hey,
then he
aren't
jumps
you gonna give me the
back
other
and
one?
back.
Okay, bye, and then he just goes into his tent.
Yeah, and Gates doesn't try and get him out.
Yeah.
Gates is
He's
just
like,
like, all right,
oh,
screw it, and he
okay.
just walks into his
This
time
is the only one I
machine.
really need.
Yeah, I swear Gates was holding like both.
No,
No.
because I'm
No.
like looking at the scene right now.
It's
And Gates is just like, fuck
fact-checking
it, and his
over in the
time machine pulls up behind him, and he
Yeah.
just goes back in time to Christmas 2012. He
and then
fights.
we see that he actually did do many things wrong.
Yes, very many things.
Oof, yes. And then,
Made a whole ass building disappear.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Oh, it also shows
Hundreds of
shows
people.
Haruto fighting Phoenix.
yeah. It shows Haruto fighting Phoenix, with Water Dragon, and then he just fucking loses his power,
And
and
everything
Phoenix
around him-
disappears.
Everything disappears around him, and,
And
he's
he
like,
he like kind of looks down at his hands like, "The fuck?"
"Where? What
What?
was? Didn't I have a
What
ring?"
was I doing?
What the hell? What am I doing here?
Then he walks
He's
away.
like, okay, just walks.
And
Yeah.
the way they shot it, they make it look like he actually like it cuts to him walking, but then it's another wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's a really good cut. And then we get Gates wizard armor.
Yeah, which is
one
really
of
good.
the sexiest armors so far.
It's definitely a great looking armor, and it's got like this.
Not as great as Spy's armor.
Oh wait,
It's
we
got-
also
no,
we
no,
also forgot the
definitely,
scene
but
where
it's got a great.
because
jazzy-
I'm actually looking at the episode. We also forgot the scene where Waz shows up while he's fighting him. Shows up while Sogo's fighting another
Sogo's
wizard.
fighting another wizard.
And
Yeah.
he's like, "All right, we have the wizard ride watch. Let's go. Get in your time machine. Let's go." He's like, "No, I gotta stay here. I gotta do shit."
And was
I
like,
have-
why?
Why?
Waz like-
Shut up, Waz.
Yes,
There's a
my lord.
reason.
All right.
Okay, Wagabo, fine.
And then we
All right,
go.
Wagabo.
I wonder if Sogo being all assertive now is getting was hornier if he hates it.
I think he loves it because at the end of the
He
episode,
likes.
Well, and
yeah.
so then
Wizard Gates fights another wizard in a wizard
Gates
armor.
Gates wizard fights another wizard.
While Forze Armor Zi-O fights another wizard in the present day.
Zi-O Forze.
And then
fights
they win
another
and kill it.
And they both beat the guy, and then Sogo turns around and he's like, "Hey,
Waz, you
Waz,
have one
you
of
have
those
a
phones,
Five's
right?"
phone?" And then he's
"Will this
like,
work?"
"Yes."
So
And
he
he calls Gates
And
with
it's like,
Five's
"Hey,
phone in 2012. And he's like, "Hey,
put the guy on the
it's
phone."
me, Sogo. Put the guy on the phone." And so both Gates in 2012 and Sogo in 2018 put the same guy on the phone
And they're just
so
like,
he can talk to himself in the past.
and be like, "Hey,
and tell himself,
go
"Hey,
get the puss."
go talk to the girl
It's
and
probably
don't."
gonna end up the same,
Yeah,
but just
he
talk to
says-
her.
And
Stop
he
being
says-
such an incel.
He says
and he-
it'll probably end the same way, but at the very least, tell her how you feel because it'll be better than basically wallowing in it for 6 years.
And
And-
then,
And
And if that works out, then holy shit, he just space time cucked that other guy.
I
Time
fucked your fiance in the past.
Time cock.
My time ringman.
Cock time break.
Break up.
Oh yeah,
break.
the other guy is Ultraman Cosmos, I think.
Oh yeah, the guy, the other guy was the guy who played Cosmo.
And then,
So that's fun. You're gonna cuck Cosmos.
yeah. Fuck
You're gonna
him,
tie.
you know?
Yeah. You have to get yourself from the past as your wingman if you're gonna try and cuck Cosmo.
Anyway, and then they
Cosmos
just
is too gentle.
then
to even
he
care.
goes to go confess his feelings to the girl in 2012, and Gates is
And
there
Gates
like,
is watching and it's like,
and then Tsukiyomi wakes up.
Tsukiyomi wakes up because because the another wizard watch gets broken.
And loses the effect of sleep.
and then, and the uncle says some shit like, "Oh, if you like Sleeping Beauty, you'd wake up in like 50 or 100 years. I wonder what the future's gonna be like."
Do you ever wonder that, Tsukiyomi?
Yes,
Do
it's
you
a
wonder
nightmarish
what the
hellscape.
future's gonna be like in 50 years from now?
Yes, Mr. Tokiwa, it's a nightmarish hellscape ruled
That's
by
nice.
a
I'm
tyrannical
gonna start
overlord.
dinner.
Ruled by a tyrannical overlord who is also your nephew.
That's nice.
That's
I'm gonna
nice.
start dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, you
steamed
kids!
ham?
You kids and your crazy
Who wants
imagination.
steamed ham? You call hamburger
So go-
steamed hams?
So goes watching
Yes,
the
it's regional
sunset.
dialect.
And what? No, Gates is like, Tsukiyomi, we may be dealing with someone more dangerous than we thought, which essentially is just, oh god, Sogo's actually not a complete idiot.
Yeah.
No, yeah. She's like, you saved me.
In there.
No, I didn't. It was Sogo and was.
Well, no, technically it's like, no. We're all dancing to his tune.
We're all
entire
dancing to
time.
his tune,
We're dealing with a dangerous guy.
dealing with a dangerous guy. A code word for he's not a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Sogo's
Yeah,
watching the sunset, and was like,
Sogo
my
was-
overlord
he
grows
didn't-
ever stronger.
My overlord
The
goes.
next legend.
I didn't get the wizard ride watch, but
Just
And
remember
now,
something.
but
he's
there will be
saying,
another legend soon, and then you see somebody
Speaking of
sitting.
dangerous-
Let's go to the smelly, stinky
no.
bastard man.
You see a man sitting in a basement, and you hear.
It's not a
flicking
basement.
no-
He's just in a dark office.
you
It's
see
the
a
He's in
flicking.
an office.
You see a
The
flicking noise.
Dan hole.
Guys, you see,
Yeah.
I'm trying to like do a slow creep up on like the identity, and like
No.
and like you hear a flicking noise, and it cuts. You see a hand holding a dangerous zombie gacha,
Just clicking
flicking the button, and then you see
Dan Kuruto leaning in his
wearing
chair.
a coat, and you hear.
He like leans way back in his chair and
He's
starts
way
laughing.
back in the chair and starts
Then
laughing.
it ends, and then we go into
And we get the
8 point-
previews for the next episode.
And also,
Dan Kuroto Oda!
Sogo
and
getting
then
happy
Sogo's
that he's
like getting
Sogo
so
gets
wet. He's like,
So
"Oh, king,
happy that he another king.
a king. I could
So
learn from
And
happy.
him."
everyone, and
Gates
from
in
like
the throat.
from the sounds, it sounds like everyone's super worried that
He's like,
Sogo's
no.
really good at meeting Dan.
I like to think even
and-
was like, no.
And not just that, we see Dan Kuroto, we see King Dan Kuroto in his big office holding a bunch of cell medals,
yeah,
and there's
kisses one.
yummies, and he
There's
kisses
yummies.
a cell medal, and then you see
Another.
AG in his suit,
And Hina is also there.
She
and
works for
Hina's in
Dan.
a suit, and you see
Another O's.
another O's, and you see another O's in Dan's office.
And yeah, we already
Because
know that
Dan is another O's.
which is so stupid.
It's so great that
It's
stupid,
it's
but that's what makes
it's
it
what
great.
we
wanted
with-
this,
it-
but we didn't expect
what we
this.
wanted with it's what we wanted with Kaiser. Remember we wanted
yeah,
Kaiser
we wanted.
to be
Oh, he's
another
gonna be another
Fies?
Forze.
No, we wanted him to be another Fies because we wanted it to be like, hey,
How-
you're dying because you're just about to get your neck snapped. How about you be
Another
another
Five.
Fies?
And he'd
he's
be like, yeah. But we didn't get that.
We didn't.
But now we
that
get
would've
just
been
Dan
so
Caruso.
God, that would have been so fucking cool.
It would
If
have.
like that it's like they cut to like the beach scene, and he's standing there, and Kiva's throat, and you would be able to get around the whole thing of having to show
Because he's in the Kaiser suit.
Because he was transformed as Kaiser.
Because he's transformed as Kaiser, so like you just have Kaiser like choking him out, and then suddenly, and you see just walk up on the beach,
Or Schwartz, or
Yes.
and
whatever.
Schwartz is like, "Well, you seem like you're in a real pickle there, Masato Kusaka," and he's like, "Who the hell are you?"
And it's like, here,
Yeah.
you want
He's
to
like,
become
"You want
another
the power to-
Fies?
You want the power to escape death? Now you get to become another Fies."
And he's like, yeah!
He gets the rape face, like always.
And he's like, "But if you take this, then you'll take away Takumi's ability to become Fies."
And
The
he's like,
Right
yeah!
Watch. No, wait. He's like, you'll be
Where's
taking
the
Takumi's
downside?
power, and then the Right Watch is already missing from Oda's hands. It's already gone.
No, he just hands it to him.
himself.
He tries to eat it.
He just looks at the Ride Watch, and he just does the rape face to the Ride Watch, and then it
Yeah,
cuts
but
to like
no,
the
they're
opening.
friends. They're friends.
But no, they're
friends.
friends, despite how much Takumi hates that they're friends.
They are many quotation marks, friends, many end quotation marks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
There are
But
so
now
many
we're
air
getting,
quotes.
but now we're getting that where we're getting a person who was a writer
Canon
becoming
character.
another writer
Yeah.
but it's just not a canon character from that.
from that show.
Like, it's not like
we're getting
or like
Dan Kuroto becoming another O's. Also, we see previews of Gates' Genmu armor.
which is
Yeah.
a question: how are you gonna get?
Yeah,
Considering Sogo is the one working with Dan and Sogo decides to work with Dan because he's a king. Because this is
And
King
Sogo's
Dan.
And
like,
Dan's pretty hype about it. Dan's
Sogo
pretty hype
wants his
about it.
King Dan internship.
Yeah. And he's
Yeah.
Dan is actually pretty okay with it. He's like hugging Sogo.
he's like, "How
Yeah,
you
you know,
the show?
I did notice
My
one
young
thing at the end of this
protege in
episode.
Kingdom."
Oh
And
my
again,
god.
Yeah,
I like to
Sogo's
think
so
they're
happy.
gonna beat Dan like
Uh,
in another Zi-O armor, and he's gonna like give him the Genma armor.
Another Zi-O. Another Zi-O armor. That's Zi-O 2.
That's oh god, you're right.
Another Zi-O is literally just Zi-O armor.
And then he has two Zi-O ride watches. Is like, this works. Then he just slips them both in. I like to think that's just Zi-O 2, just two Zi-O ride watches.
So I did notice something at
So
the
I
end of this
announced it.
episode.
Yes, Zi-O 2.
That's Zi-O.
Just
But yeah, we have to go
Was
over
announced.
8.5 because we haven't gone over 8.5.
Yeah. 8.5 is Gates and Beast.
Nito.
It is Nito. Nito is like
It's like, how did I get these ride watches? And then Gates is like,
Gates
I gave them to you
went
in the
back in
past.
time. He's like Gates like, well, I gave them to you in the past. Well, I'm going to. And Nito's like, what? He's like, well, you already have them, but I'm going to go back in time and give them to you.
What if you just don't
I
give
will
them
go
to
back
me?
in time and give you 2 blank ride watches. Here you go. Thank you. And then I will come back.
But then
here,
he's
you
like,
will
what
give them
happens if
back
I
to
don't
me."
give it to you? It's like, then a time paradox is gonna happen.
Do you know how
And a
scary
monster
it
could
would-
appear.
And he's like, did you say beast? And then he like does the henshin pose and everything.
For the very
It
few-
im-
Oh wait, no,
Why?
before he's like, this is for the few beast fans out there.
Which is bullshit because I'm pretty sure. I'm sorry, Saraku. I'm pretty sure there's more Beast fans than there are Wizard fans.
I'm one of them.
Damn it.
Yeah.
So
I don't like you guys.
I like beast
No,
more than
I
I
like-
like
well,
beast
he-
more
we're,
than
we're
Wizard.
apologizing before we say this, but Beast is like I think
but
more
that's just
popular
that's
outside
just
of
the
Japan.
fan base.
What the fuck is that? What is that peeing with my boy Scott? What is
That's-
that?
What?
That was I was
That
talking about.
was.
I was talking about when we were talking about was pissing. I was saying it's like that, peeing with my overlord Sogo.
With my boy
Just a
Wagamao.
face on a guy. What the hell?
peeing with my boy Sogo.
No, it'd be peeing with my boy Wagamao.
No, just peeing with
Peeing
my
with
Wagamao.
Wagamao Sogo. Tokiwa Sogo, he'd put the full name.
Yeah.
Tokiwa Sogo.
Yeah. So
I love that gif of Beast just hammering on the fucking penis guitar.
yeah.
The what?
The penis. Look
the
at where it is.
microphone. It's
Yeah.
a microphone.
It's
I
a
know, but
microphone,
look where
it's
it
just
is.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Penis guitar. It makes sense also because Dan being another O's also makes sense because Dan is the opposite of AG, but there are also a
How
lot of
so?
similarities between. Well, what is Dan's defining characteristic?
There's a lot of defining characteristics.
What
of
is
Dan
one
Cruz.
of Dan's? What is
never-
Dan's defining personality trait?
He never dies.
Being a meme lord?
Well,
Yellow.
no,
He
He's
wants to
God.
be a god.
well,
No,
yeah, he
he's
thinks
not, he doesn't
always
want
of
to
him.
be a god.
He thinks
is.
he thinks always of himself.
Yes.
What is AG's defining
He
characteristic?
He always thinks of everyone besides himself.
Yes.
See, that's easier because Dan has a lot of character tropes or characteristics, like the
Yeah.
fact that he never
Yeah.
fucking dies, and this
Which
is his.
it would.
This is his like 95th continue. No, not 95th, like 105th.
No, he's not. He's not Genmu. So like now
I know. I'm just saying from a technical
Man.
standpoint.
Man, wouldn't it
he's
be
just
neat if
agreed.
he was
He's
another
basically
Genmu?
agreed now.
I know. I'm just saying that from a technical
be neat?
standby, he got revived somehow again.
Wouldn't it be neat if AG was another Genmu?
Oh god, that'd be stupid.
No,
Oh,
that'd be great.
No, shut up. It's great.
I'm another Genmu because I'm like the complete opposite. I'm just nice.
And and AG also has like a little feather,
Red feather in his coat.
red feather in his coat pin.
Oh, but we didn't finish 8.5 where then Beast starts beating
Beats
the
up.
shit out of Gates.
And
And
then
then-
Gates fucking dies.
And Gates fucking
Yeah.
dies and is like, "You're a gate,
His
right?"
last words.
You-
Yeah. Beast is like, well, you're a gate, right? Where's
I mean,
your
Phantom.
Where's
Chimera's
your
hungry.
phantom? Chimera's hungry, and Gates
He's like,
Gates
"No,
like,
you
I'm
idiot,
not
I'm-
a gate. It's
My
Gates."
name is Gates. It's a German word.
And then he
then
dies,
he
and he's
dies.
like, "Oh, well then."
Rip.
Rip.
But then he comes back to life a couple
Yeah,
moments
yeah.
later to emphasize this, and then saying like, "Oh, that's from 1.5."
Then
Go
it
watch
cuts-
it again.
And then it literally says at the bottom, now streaming on Tokusatsu Fan
Yeah.
Network.
The English word "gates" comes up both times, like in 1.5.
Yeah.
You mean the German word, Gates?
No, the English, because it says it's
Yeah.
in English.
Yeah, because that's what
Isn't-
Woz was talking about.
The way you spell,
Oh, right. Oh, Gates. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, it's not Geiz, like Gates.
Yeah.
Gates.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the end of 8.5. And now it's time for the leak corner.
Leak corner. Oh boy. Leak corner. Leak number first and foremost.
You
Zi-O mock armor.
Now, we want to be clear. This could be fake,
It looks
Zed,
fuck.
show that shit on the stream.
I will
but
show that
does,
shit on the
it's
stream.
in
Give me a
podcast
second.
document.
I will save
it's,
it.
It's fucking cool if it is real.
It
and
would
I
also
hope it
make
is.
sense because
It fits Zi-O a
Gates
lot better
has
than Dry.
yeah, and because Gates has also because Gates has drive.
What's up?
So
Yeah.
but yeah, I do like that one of
Jared,
only
okay.
one of the shoulder pads is a signal bike, and the other one is his, for some reason, his dead heat thing. But still, it works.
Wait, doesn't Mac usually have that?
No,
No.
mock base form
he-
has a different thing.
He's got the
Oh.
pure
The-
white
the-
one with this
The
tiny.
Yeah, the
the
pure white
meter
one,
the
right.
meter is dead heat
Oh, okay.
because that's the
Which is
the heat
why
meter.
I think it probably might be a fake.
Yeah. Yeah, so it could be fake.
It could
but-
be fake. Take it with a grain of salt, but a very hype grain of salt nonetheless.
Yeah, the
And
legs
we've
don't look right.
Also, we've also had quite a few leaks of what is probably the Ghost arc, or perhaps something from the movie, which involves.
Oh yeah,
Heisei
we have to
Generation-
talk about all
From
the fucking...
Heisei Generations
Forever.
Forever.
We also have to talk
Yeah.
about all the leaks for Forever, namely the 2 another writers in it.
Oh, that's not a leak. Toei released those.
Yeah,
officially.
Toei released it. But
We have
Yes, Toei
three-
officially released. There are
3 monster designs.
3 monster
for-
designs.
First
2 of
is
them are
I want
writers.
to. Can I say the last? Can I say the order of what we're going to talk about them in?
Yes.
First, we
Sure.
have another double.
Another
which-
double, and his his right half looks a little blue, a little like Nazca rather than
Very
Cyclone.
Nazca.
Yeah, another neat thing that I like about Another Double is how the Cyclone half is smiling while the Joker half is frowning.
But
Yeah.
And something else I like is
wait, I
that
never
instead of the clean line down the clean silver line down the middle, the two halves are literally stitched together.
It's more that it's not exactly that they're stitched together. Well, they are stitched together. It's that they're they're back to back rather than side to side.
Oh,
Because
And
you
they
could
also emphasize this because
you could also because you could see two eyes on each side.
oh, that's
Yeah.
true. Yes.
Wait, I never saw the images.
I'll post it in the.
They're pinned in Toku spoilers.
I'll go
check
get it
them.
in Toku spoilers. Because I should post it in
but-
the.
What's also pinned in Toku spoilers is some details about the
We'll talk about
build
that
of V Cinema. We'll talk
afterwards.
about that in a little bit.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna...
noticeably it is very blue.
Samurai
on the
caliber,
Cyclone half.
samurai caliber Dakimakura
love
of
that.
just the actual samurai
we're
caliber.
gonna talk about
We'll get to that.
in a bit.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Okay.
But then and then with that leak, we also get another Den.
I said I would be saying the order.
Sorry.
Damn it,
Ignore
Sano,
me.
you always do this.
I can't help it. It's a hype design.
You were gonna get to another demo anyway, so yeah.
I know, but
it's
first
not
we're
like
gonna talk.
fucking-
We're gonna talk about the new Imagine. I was gonna do.
Oh, I thought, yeah. So the new Imagine
Futaros.
Futaro.
He
Which-
He kind of looks like a weirder version of Momotaros.
Yeah,
Because at first we
Futaros-
all thought it was gonna be another Momotaros.
Yeah.
I think it's.
don't
I
like
think
that name.
yeah, some of us did. I think it's pretty
Is it-
safe to say that.
Is it? Yeah. Oh,
I think
never
it's-
mind.
I think it's safe to say that the Futaro's name is as in Futo.
Yeah, Futo.
Yes.
as
Oh, I didn't
in-
notice that Double's name is on his
It's-
leg,
It's definitely gonna be another.
and it's
it's
actually
definitely gonna
spelled double, not just W.
Oh,
Oh, really?
It's on his leg,
Oh
Huh.
no, the W is just for style.
but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
still that's how it's spelled. It's just
No,
Kamen Rider
well,
Double, but
I mean,
it's not
when
spelled
with
D-O-U-B.
double being involved, it could also be future Taros, but I feel like it's more
Yeah.
Futo.
But yeah, I actually didn't notice that you could
If I'm
see
wrong, whatever.
Double's name on another Double's leg. I didn't notice
Oh,
that
yeah.
before.
And,
But it's right there, which is the weird thing.
They've gotten a little weird with the names, like how the belt calls him Alpha ALFA instead of ALPHA.
There's
Like
a couple.
Alpha with an F is like NATO phonetic alphabet. Alpha
There's
with a
been a
PH
couple
is
leaks
the Greek
of
letter, which would
things
make sense
relating-
because Alpha, Omega,
For some
and
reason,
Sigma.
cannot find a picture of Futaros
There's been
in the thing.
There's been a couple leaks, actual leaks of things related to Forever, which is fucking we see a
X8
shot of
floating.
Zi-O and build where there's
X8's
X8 floating.
X8 floating, and like
And
he's been up there
Most
for 4 days.
importantly,
Cryptid
most
Kuga!
importantly-
Cryptid Kuga!
Most
yes, a video of Kuga or the
Walking.
a suit
No,
actor
just the
for
suit
Kuga-
actor because he doesn't have the helmet on.
Yeah, a suit actor walking.
Just walking
walking
around.
around like,
like a,
hey,
like a
that
fucking
is-
cryptid.
That's the hypest part of all.
And it's Kuga!
Jaw head shit.
And we hope
Kamen Rider
we
Kuga.
there's only there are only two ways this could go. This could either go it's just him in suits and like just standing with the rest of the riders,
or Joe is back.
actually there are three ways.
Because
It could also be
Decade.
Yusuke from Decade.
Yes,
Which
it
would
could
be
be.
fine.
Which would be
That's
fine.
the worst case scenario.
But third, the hopefully the most hopeful and the least likely is Joe's back.
though we do have to remember, he shaved.
Yeah,
his
he's
beard.
shaved. He has the hair. Everybody's hoping
Yes.
that's our boy Joe.
Yes, Joe is in the Oda. Joe is rocking the Yusuke
The
Godai
Onigiri
look.
design.
Yeah,
I'm just-
the Yusuke Godai look.
Oh god damn it!
which is
That's
interesting.
that's an adorable fan art I just found. I'm just
I'm just hoping Philip will come back.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
post it.
same.
Misaki Suda,
I'm
yeah.
I'm posting
Yeah.
It's the Burger King.
But
Just the
Oh.
fact that the suit actor just looks so dejected while on that.
On the floating thing.
yeah.
Yeah. I guess X-Aid will appear in Ace Generation.
He's just
forever.
on a fucking rope.
If,
He's just on a crane, just floating in
it's
the
like
air.
if they could
Floating
get
in
him
the air,
down,
floating in the air, holding on to the fucking
You can see the
if
wires.
they can get
on...
him down.
Well, but you can also see he's holding the Gashakan hammer. Do you imagine what the fuck would go wrong if he dropped that shit?
Ah, shit!
Oh no, our
Hero.
suit actor dropped the prop from like 30 feet in the air.
I had.
It's probably
I had
like
a
taped to his
bit of
hand or something.
Experience understanding what suit actors go through. I'll talk about that later. When we get
And
to, like,
we have
leaks.
another Deno, which is my favorite suit ever because it's that level of over design that I love.
It's
Yes,
like
another Deno looks fantastic, and you know what? You know what works about it? It looks like it looks like a weird Deno design, not for Momotaros, but for Futaros.
yeah, it does.
In the same way that Deno vaguely, ever so faintly, looks like Momotaros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the whole peach face.
Trying to see
What,
what
Futaro?
Futaros?
Yeah.
No.
Or are you talking about
it's
Fuda?
like Futo.
Futo, not.
Okay, you keep
Not
saying
Futanari.
Futaros, not-
That's his name.
Not Futoros.
That's what his name is.
It's
Fu, as in
Futaro.
wind.
I know.
Not
I'm
everything
just
is
saying,
dick
it keeps
girls.
making me think that.
Well, that's your
What kind of
problem.
problem you got with dick girls, Sano?
There's two U's.
You got some
Okay,
kind
I
of
didn't know there was
problem?
2 U's. That
Well,
makes it better.
that's the way I've always spelled it, mostly because
Yeah.
I'm trying to avoid the.
Yeah, the term. because
Anyway,
kind of.
enough
you're trying to
about
avoid the
that.
things that-
Enough
talking about.
lewd.
Enough talking about that.
There will never be
And
enough.
Let's talk
there's
about-
a picture of Futaros.
Let's talk about other leaks for things. Specifically, I want to talk about the Blood Realm.
I do not know
Yeah.
about this, so you'll have to explain
Actually,
it to me.
We do need to talk about the Ghost Arc leaks because there do appear to be decade involvement.
Because we
because
see
we see-
Hibiki, and at first everyone's like, "Hey, look, Speaky," but then you see the fucking book gunner,
Right,
Yes,
but-
Right.
Ride Booker.
Ride
Ride
Booker.
Booker.
and we've already had a picture of Agito with the decade driver, so it appears decade is involved.
Hey, it's me,
Decade.
Decade. What's up, bitches?
It is me,
Hello, fellow
Masahiro
kids.
Inoue. I got finished making Garo. Or
I am
I just
here-
got finished
You-
making Jinga.
Dude, you know if Masahiro Inoue is there, if they do a 0.5 with him in, they are absolutely going to have, like, Garo name bleeped out.
Yeah, it's like, weren't you busy doing
No,
beep?
it's gonna be like, why is your hair like that? Oh, well, I was in Garo. Like that.
It's really cool. You guys should go check it out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna play a
young.
very popular character in Garo.
yeah,
His
it's
name
gonna
is
be like that.
Jinga.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that.
Yeah,
And we
I
also
can't
see
wait.
another ghost who looks like
Like,
Ghost Rider.
yeah, he's like, "Eh,
Which
it's
is-
me, Ghost Rider."
Stop making Ghost cool.
No.
I mean, they made Ghost cool to begin with his design.
With
With
Gates,
his
yes.
drive- With his drive debut.
Yeah, where
Remember?
where nobody in the actual director or nobody really knew what the fuck Ghost was gonna be, so they're just like, I don't know, just do Ghost shit.
Also-
I would-
Also, Takaru's there.
have him like float around and switch a couple of his forms or something. I don't know.
Newton, I don't know. And then it's
You
like,
know, Chmoya Suze.
anyway, but yeah, they're like,
Sono, you
there's
know,
another thing. I think I could get the pictures quick.
Right. Well, while you get those images, I want to talk about the Blood Realm. Because we got some info about Build v Cinema. I don't remember if we already talked about.
Wait,
Kill
hang on. Is Blood Realm real?
I'll be
No.
right back.
That's
Okay.
why I want to talk about it.
All right.
No, I'm not talking about the fake Forever leaks because there's not much on them. I'll do that some other time. What I want to talk about is the Blood Realm because it is dumb as shit and definitely fake.
Please explain
So-
the Blood Realm, because I do not know this.
Okay, so a while back, someone on 4chan supposedly posted leaks about the plot of the V Cinema for Cross, right? And so while I'm not going to read out the whole thing because that would be pretty long, here are here is, first of all, the reason why it's obviously fake, because they literally open it with Kilbus as the younger brother of Evolt, when this post had been made after the official release of information saying
Said that
Kilbus was
Kilbus is the older
brother.
brother.
Yeah.
The big Oni-chan.
They say Kilbus invented the Evolve trigger, the Evolve driver. By the way, I really have to call attention to the fact that they call it the Evolve driver and Evolve trigger in this post, which is also
And there's the picture of.
Also,
and
wrong.
I've also posted the picture of.
As much as we love, as much as
another ghost and
Evolved to Evolto, Evolto is the canon one, and also that's not even what the driver and trigger are called.
It's evil.
Yeah, it's evil. It's not that hard. Through the
Evil.
death of the blood.
But yeah,
tribe
but I
members
just posted a
Evolve
picture of. Also, we
Kilbus
forgot.
leaves the blood realm in order to travel to the new Earth in order to get revenge on those who killed Evolve. So,
The blood realm.
yeah,
Blood realm.
Kilbus is used by the White Panel and claims it's as strong as a completed Pandora's box, which fits into his plan to release the blood realm on the Earth.
On it.
What is
Blood
this
realm,
Maku
blood
space?
realm, blood
Yeah,
realm,
apparently
blood realm.
B1 merch has it as Evolt, so that could be the official spelling. I hope it is, because then the fucking Wikia can correct it to Evolt.
But yeah.
Because it's still Evolto on there. Anyway,
Quick thing.
fucking, like, Blood Realm, that's fake as shit.
What is this fucking Maku space bullshit?
Yeah,
I mean, we're
I
clearly
really
ignoring
like the leaves the blood realm in order to travel to the new Earth. I like some
It
of the
turns out that
implications here that the blood realm is a separate universe entirely, because that's so fucking stupid.
It turns
and
out that
fake.
Gentoku and Kazumin actually didn't die. They just got sent to the blood realm.
They got sent to the Shadow Realm. It was a Shadow Realm match. He called a secret Shadow Realm match before they fought. Evolve
Yeah.
called the secret Shadow
But-
Realm.
He's like he like whispered under his breath. Also, this is a shadow game.
Yeah.
we're ignoring the biggest thing
Another
here.
thing I want to call attention to in this post is what isn't mentioned, which is nothing to do with any characters besides Banjo, Evolt, Sento, and Kilbus. There are no mentions of what Kazumin, Sawa, Gentoku, Mizoru's roles in the plot are.
Even though
There's
we
no
know
mention
that they're
of
in there
Ikumi.
now.
Even though we know they're in there, we know at least Kazumin and Gentoku will get their memories back because we've seen them using splash drivers in promo things. And the female protagonist of the V Cinema has one mention in this whole leak, which is Banjo's love interest visits, and the two run off as Sento looks at the two with a smile and goes back working on another build driver. Which
Fuck
makes me feel
you.
like this whole leak was literally made up so this person could go, no, Banjo's not gay.
They're
He's gonna
not
get with
gay.
that girl.
gay.
Like, also, there is an implication of a red panel, which is a transformed version of the white panel, which is also incredibly dumb. Because we
Because
already
there's
have
already
two red panels.
There's already a red panel.
We already have
Already a
two
red
red
panel.
panels. We already have two red panels.
No,
the
but
ones
it's
from Sato.
blood
you dumbass.
red.
Do your
Blood
research,
red.
boy. Also, we forgot to talk about that in the leak. It also showed a Ghost, Zi-O Ghost armor.
Yeah, Zi-O Ghost Arm is also a thing, but that barely really matters because, like, whatever. It's just a Gates Ride Watch being used by Zi-O. That was probably going to happen at some point. So,
I mean,
what
got
we've
a Zi-O
actually
Ride Watch.
seen...
Well, like the initial leaks showed us
Yeah. What we've actually seen
Zi-O
of
Ghost.
what we've actually seen of the Cross V Cinema is a shot of all of the main characters of build. Utsumi is not there because fuck him, I guess. Also, maybe telling him about the old world wouldn't be such a good idea anyway, so
He would
that's fine.
die right on the
Sitting
spot.
in what I assume is wherever Sento and
Yeah,
Ryuga are
rip.
living now. There's a shot of Ryuga in, I guess, a disguise as like a scientist or something, and fucking Bloodstalk!
Bloodstock just walking around like it's Tuesday afternoon.
Bloodstalk
makes
is
us-
there!
And
Is,
hanging out.
yeah, Banjo,
Bloodstock.
Ryuga Banjo and his stand, Bloodstock.
Yes.
Ryuga Banjo and his stand, Evolution.
I hope it's mental Bloodstalk, but also real.
This is my buddy
No,
Ghost
Banjo,
Stalk.
Banjo Ryuga and his
Right
stand,
stop.
Banjo
Ghost
Ryuga
store.
and his stand #1 girl revolution.
So to recap, Kilbus is Evolt's older brother, and he is the spider-themed rider in the V cinema, and he is played by the dude who played Joe's old buddy who got turned into a cyborg in Go Kaija, and he is a he's
played by Bizorg?
Yeah, he does tango professionally, and Kilbus is not wearing a shirt in any of the images we've seen of him.
He's
Wearing a
suit.
jacket, but no shirt.
So I'm excited for Tango Blood Clan, man.
Tango Blood Clan Bizorg.
Banjo
pictures we've
Ryuga, I
seen
challenge you to a
of the
dance-off.
V-cinema, include the female lead holding a sketch pad with, I think, Cross drawn on it, which was already in the original trailer, but like is just like, I guess she remembers the old world or whatever. Apparently,
And of course,
we got Sento looking. Sento. We got another shot of the guys sitting in the basement. We have Crozivol, which is still sexy. Fighting Kilbus. I'm going to get to the more important ones.
You're just gonna gloss over Crozivol.
We might have already talked about it. I don't know.
No, but we need to talk in depth about it every time because it's Crozivol.
It looks good. What else is there to say about
it? It is definitely a kit bash of Black Hole and Croz, but it is sexy as fuck, so that's
because of the colors
fine.
mainly.
Yeah, the color scheme is really good.
But we don't really know
really
much about
fucking good. We don't know much about it besides the fact that it's the bottle for it is called
It's
the
Crozivol.
Muscle
Of
Galaxy.
course, it's going to be a kit
Muscle
bash.
Galaxy bottle.
Yeah,
Muscle
the
Galaxy,
Muscle
and it
Galaxy.
has both Banjo and Evolt's voices.
And it seems to be like the Genius bottle. Anyway, the most important.
And you know what that
images
means?
in
You know what that means? That means that
What?
now it really is like your build idea thing of like there's 2 of everything except for
Except the crack bottle for some reason.
the clack bottle and the splash driver. There's 2 of everything now.
Yeah.
There's even a second of the
Of the full bottle.
of the completely distinct second of like not just the Great Cross Dragon. That doesn't really count as like a second thing from the Cross Dragon.
But
But like the Killbus's spider thing, that is now a fully distinct thing.
Oh, you mean the kill spider?
Yeah, we have to
Is
call
that
it the
what it's
Kill
called?
Spider. That's
Is-
what the leak calls it.
Okay.
Sento's newest invention.
The Kill Spider!
Unfortunately, we
and
have to
peace.
call it that
For
until
love and peace.
That's honestly one of my biggest annoyances with V cinemas is that the actual writer from that series, like the main writer, never gets to transform.
So the most important pictures from
Because
that
he's not the highlight. Get him out of here.
The most important parts of that set are a picture of Banjo with build driver and Kazumin and Gentoku with splash drivers, which is very exciting because that is definitely not a flashback thing, judging by like the background stuff. So it appears they are going to get their memories back and are going to transform again. And then the most important image of all is another picture of Utsumi.
I would love it if it's like they don't get their memories back, but they're asked, okay, these are super compatible to you.
And we need your
Will
help.
you
Can you
use it?
try? Yeah, Gentoku's wearing a different jacket.
Yeah, he's wearing his suit. I think. Right? He's wearing his suit from being a politician now.
Yeah.
No.
No, it doesn't look like it, but he is definitely wearing something else.
It looks like he's wearing his jacket but zipped up.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me jump
Maybe.
to the presents.
It doesn't look like his leather jacket. It definitely looks like a different one. But the point is if they're getting their memories back, then that means potential Grease and Rogue V cinemas. But what that also means
Well, there's
Is I
already the Rogue
worry-
V cinema.
is that I'm what
Hyper Battle video.
that's a different.
Well,
one.
that's during the actual series.
There's a
Yes.
there is a Paradox Hyper Battle video and a Paradox Navi Cinema. They are different things. And just Rogue is also not a V Cinema.
Hey, was Kuma Televi one of the canon best matches too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's stupid.
Kuma Televi is canon. That special is canon.
Just like
The
fucking.
dude from it appears later on.
Okay.
He's at Kazumin's farm. He is canon, which is
Really?
fucked up.
You know what else is fucked up is Santa Cake. Is Merry Christmas being a canon best match?
I had to absorb the essence of Santa
What I wanted to say
Claus.
is I'm very concerned about the implications of the other build riders getting their memories back in the new world. Not just because of what that could mean about the new world not being entirely, like solid or whatever, and Kilbus maybe trying to fuck it up, but also the fact that I think Utsumi's not gonna be doing too well with that.
Like, there's that picture of him like looking at the pipe and being like, "Respect the pipe."
Yeah. Well, the thing about that is that that's something that I thought at first that was just an image from the final episode, but the background is entirely different. So no, that's a separate scene.
Yeah.
So I don't know how important he's going to be in there. I hope they don't just redo the Kane joke again. I don't feel like they will, but I'm kind
I
of
bet
worried
you they
about
will.
I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't put that in a leak if it was just the. Kane
It's not a
joke
leak.
again.
That's
Or I mean,
like-
they wouldn't put it in an important like.
Unless they're like, look, we have that meme you all enjoy.
But look, it's all the characters too. You see,
Yeah.
there.
It's the meme. You like memes, don't you, internet?
It's the
Yeah.
girl.
That's the only
it's
reason
the
that we
new
ca-
girls. It's the hero and villain. It's
That's the
the
only reason
smart
we
boy.
even let
It's
him
the
be.
other boys, and it's the evil boy,
It's the
Yeah.
break boy, the break cane boy,
the crazy boy.
Crazy boy, yeah.
break
It's
cane
the
Mad
crazy boy. Ba, 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 da, 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 da,
Shut
da.
up! No!
Da, 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 da,
You have
da,
no
da,
It's the
idea.
Crazy Frog video, except with
Ding.
Itsumi.
No. I'm leaving.
Just like a bat
If you-
version
if you-
of Crazy
if
Frog.
you follow
Crazy
follow
bat.
this joke, if you follow
It's
this
Crazy
joke, I
bat.
will literally leave this podcast.
Maybe if we're best case scenario, it like brings in a plot point like, oh, if some people figure out their past, they might really freak out real bad.
Yeah, because like I think any of the Namba children would have issues, but Utsumi especially, I think perfectly normal, nice New World Utsumi getting his old world memories would fucking drive him insane.
You just have a
Like,
mental
he would
breakdown
be-
in the middle of the floor.
He would be
Like
very
he just,
upset.
like he's holding the pipe and it's just like he just starts shaking.
and just starts screaming
And then
crying
Nanba,
on the ground.
comes down from his office and like, get a new one.
Are you no? He's like, are you okay? Because this is an evil number.
He could still
And
be.
he's just-
He could still be a dick.
No,
No, he can,
could still
still
be-
be. He'd be a nice.
Why?
one. He'd be like,
No,
why would
"Hey,
he
Are you
be?
okay?" And then
Why-
he just starts screaming
yeah,
at him.
yeah. He sees Namba's face. He just loses his fucking mind. He's like, no.
Not again.
He sees Namba's face, and then like as a gag, he just has 100 eyes.
Oh
What?
god.
Papa Namba, no!
Titan, because Titan.
Oh god.
And then,
Oh god.
and I don't want to see 100 eyes. 100 eyes, like too many eyes, actively creep me out. It's what I hate fighting
Yeah.
Ron, the vicious spider. It creeps me out.
But that happens in Stronger. That's the 100-eyed
I
Titan.
know, but it creeps me
Yeah.
out.
You have to deal with it.
And he's like, Stronger, come here and shake my hand before I die. And he tries to fucking throw Stronger into a volcano, then Stronger just kicks his ass,
He's like,
kicks him into the
"Ah."
volcano.
I should have seen that coming. But yeah, and that's about it for the.
Anyway, Ryder is dumb. We love it. I hope Utsumi is plot relevant to the.
I hope the
cinema.
Blood
If he
Realm
isn't, I
shows
hope-
up.
If he isn't relevant, then I hope either he gets his own V cinema, or at the very least he's relevant to the
I
Rogue
hope-
V cinema that
I-
will probably.
You
happen.
know it won't happen.
I hope the Blood Realm is
They're
real.
gonna- They'll make a Rogue V cinema. They
And-
might not make a Mad Rogue one.
I mean, it's
I want
probably-
the
does
Blood
he
Realm
actually
to be
do
real
anything that
so
would
badly.
warrant-
I mean, if they wanted to distinguish it from the Hyper Battle video and the Rogue special, just name it Kamen Rider Rogues plural.
Rogues.
Have it be about both of them, like that idea I had ages ago that we had, and it was fucking great.
Yeah, okay, but what I need them to do is I need them to go, hey, this is accurate.
What the f- you okay?
This
You
is
okay?
after yawning. Hi, I'm a human being and I yawn.
Yeah.
What they need to go is, hey, this is after the events of the show, so we just take that Cross suit and we chuck it out the fucking window. Great
No!
Cross time.
No.
Maybe they used the original Cross suit to make Cross evolve.
No.
Well, no, they're gonna use
Great
it to
Cross. Get rid of that old
Kamen Rider
Cross suit.
Quiz.
I don't want to see it again.
No, I'm saying
I like the cross suit more than the Great Cross suit, though.
I
Same
like
here.
the Great Cross suit more than the
Oh,
Cross
right, yeah,
suit.
the teaser does have Cross in it.
Well,
God
no,
damn it, Toei.
Guys, don't you remember? Don't you remember? They're gonna use Cross to make a Kamen Rider Quiz.
Oh yeah.
What?
No.
No.
Was it?
It's
Quiz
Ghost.
is Ghost.
No, Quiz has Cross's face mask.
No, it's
What?
Yeah,
What?
Yeah, the little faceplate.
Well,
No, it wasn't.
I'm looking right now. Kamen Rider
You're
Quiz.
fucking crazy.
Damn it just gives me
drugs do
quizzes.
you want?
It just gives me actual quizzes on Kamen Rider.
Damn it.
It's in the pin.
Kamen Rider Quiz Zi-O.
It
Do it.
no. all
That
I
is
heard was
not. I don't know what
Well,
you are on, Sano.
Quiz is the fucking is the ride player faceplate.
No.
No, that's
No,
that's
that's-
Shinobi.
Shinobi.
No.
And that
No, I'm saying there's
Specific-
bits of the ride player faceplate on Quiz to add to the Ghost one. They did like both.
fuck it. What's next on the
Point
thing?
is it doesn't have Cross on
Next
it.
would be we're done talking
but
about.
last word. What I want is I want them to like fully commit to the whole. We're going back to like the basics of Rider or whatever, and just have Cross in all future appearances forever replaced with Great Cross, like how Ichigo and Nigo's suits changed like forever.
Well,
Next.
that's not gonna happen because we see Cross in the trailer for.
God
the
damn it!
recent-
I want it though.
I don't.
Also, the fact
Also,
he's
I
gonna
think
be
the
in
movie also got rid of Great Cross.
What? No,
What?
it
Isn't that the
didn't.
plot point where
No.
Great Cross is a part of Blood?
He uses the Cross. He uses the Great Cross Dragon, but the Great Cross Dragon isn't destroyed by Kamen Rider Blood using it.
Anyway,
he's not-
next.
well, here's the thing: he has the regular build driver, so why would he be able to use the Splash driver?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
no,
What
in-
are you
in the
on,
movie-
Sano?
No,
We're
in the
talking
movie
about
shots.
Great Cross, not Cross Charge.
Oh, okay. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Great
Great-
Cross, which is just Cross with evolved colors.
I keep forgetting. I keep thinking that Great Cross.
How do you-
is- I
How
get
do
it.
you-
it's-
Sano, did you get enough
No,
sleep last
it's
night?
way better
No.
than Cross.
Well, I like Cross
Sano?
more than Great Cross.
Okay.
Sano,
so
did you get enough sleep last night? Are you tired?
No.
let's
Oh, you
go
didn't get
on-
enough sleep. Maybe you should go to bed.
let's
Anyway,
talk
next
about-
is Lupat 36 and 37, I think.
Yeah, Lupat 36 was.
That was the
help me
ep-
out here.
That's the one where Keiichiro got the like anger management necklace.
Oh, right, yeah. So, Sakuya
He fucks up really
screws
badly.
up when they're trying to catch Gangler. Turns out he
got
tells
hit-
me like, oh, he got hit by an attack this Gangler has, which makes people
Called-
clumsy.
Keiichiro... the slip up beam.
Yeah, Keiichiro gets pissed off at him, as usual, and then Sakuya's approached by someone the
Salesman.
next day in town. He's like, "Hey, I got these things. They make you these necklaces that make you calm down."
And then
he
Sakuya's
put it
like,
on-
I'll give it to them.
Yeah, so Sakuya fucking lies
And say it's like a exercise thing. It's like, oh, it keeps you energized. And then Keiichiro falls for it. It's like, oh, that sounds good.
yeah, and then he puts it on, and it turns out neither of them can take it off. Sakuya
They
can't
try to
take
give
off.
it to Tsukasa, and he's like, no, I'm good.
Tsukasa's like, no.
And then, yeah, they both get stuck, and they're like, okay, this is actually pretty bad, maybe. This is probably Gangler.
Yeah. So it turns out the Gangler is trying to use everyone else's anger
To make a
to
bomb.
make a bomb explode, which means they have to keep Keiichiro calm so that he doesn't explode
Because-
the bomb.
If he has so much anger, it would just cause it to
Yeah.
explode immediately.
Yeah.
Keiichiro's an angry little man.
He is, but he's a good boy.
Too bad he never
No, he
gets the
isn't.
spotlight anymore.
There's a bit where they're looking for where the bomb is, and I remember there's a sign in the back that says "long potato."
Yeah.
I'm not focusing too much on the plot line, but I just remember long potato.
Because not a lot happens.
What about the thing with the gangler that makes you go? What episode? What
Oh,
was
that's
that?
the next
That's
episode.
this week.
That's
That's
this
this
week.
week.
That's 37.
So,
Okay.
37. What's fucked up is the gangler that makes you go home. This episode actually had quite a bit of, like,
This was
serious
actually a dramatic
character stuff.
episode.
Yeah.
The thing is
so-
that, yeah, it's a beam that sends you home. It sends everybody back to their, it sends Keishiro back to his apartment. It sends Kairi and Umika, it sends Umika and,
Keiichiro lives in
Toma?
the police dorms.
Toma back to jurors, but it doesn't work on Kairi.
Because Kairi doesn't have a place he considers home.
So
Which-
it just does not affect him. He could just...
Yeah.
And
But, and then he...
And so everybody comes up with the genius idea of to go camping.
And then they'll just carry the tent with them, so when they fight the gangler, he'll try and send them home, but it doesn't send them home because they have the tent
their
with
home,
Their home is right on their back.
Yes. Keiichiro moves out of his police dorm
And lives in...
to live in the tent, and he goes to a campground where
Umika and Toma.
Umika already are.
Because they had the exact
and-
same fucking idea.
And in order to explain why Kairi wasn't camping out with them, Umika claims Kairi got into a fight with them, and Toma has to call Kairi afterwards, be like, "Yeah, so we told Keiichiro that we got into a fight with you.
And Kairi's
So
like,
if
"You
he
fucking
asks
idiots."
you, yeah." So there's actually a nice bit with Keiichiro and Toma talking about
Because
it, where
he's like,
Keiichiro's like, I've actually been worried about Kairi for quite some time now. Is he okay? Did something happen? And obviously, there's a lot of reasons why Toma doesn't want to talk to him about it.
Yeah.
So he's like, if you
might
want to ask, if you want to know about it, just ask him yourself.
and so
and-
he does.
He literally does. He takes his tent, goes to Jura, he sets up his tent
He's like,
inside
can I sleep here tonight?
Jura,
inside.
and it's like, I just want to talk to you. You're like, are you okay? Did something happen? Are you
And-
okay? Just talk to me, man, as a friend. And
Don't
Kairi's like
fucking touch
really
me, man.
upset. Yeah, Keiichiro puts his hand on Kairi's shoulder, and Kairi knocks him away, and then remembers that he did that to his brother right before his brother got fucking frozen
And killed.
killed. Because the whole time Kairi's just been super upset because Keiichiro reminds him of his brother. It's actually really sad, and it's
Yeah.
fucked up that all this is happening in an episode about a monster whose beam makes you go home.
Yeah. And it's really
That's Sentai for you.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then it's the next day, Keiichiro leaves a note that says I'll be sleeping here again tonight.
I'll come back here tonight, your friend Keiichiro, and Kairi has not slept at all
because he had to make sure that Keiichiro didn't snoop
Yeah.
around and maybe find something that said that they were the Lupin Rangers.
Yeah. So
And so they
go-
fight the monster, and the plan actually fucking works.
yeah, it works super well. The only thing being that blue and yellow, Lupin blue, Lupin yellow
They
can't
can't
go down
fight because
and
they
fight
have- they
because
can't-
Keiichiro will see their tents and be like, "Hey."
They could have
Hey,
fought
wait
and
a
just
minute.
left the tents on the roof so they couldn't see
They
them.
would have just got sent back to the tent on the
Yeah.
roof. That would be inconvenient.
Yeah, a little inconvenient, but not as much as
Yeah. So Noel handles it.
Yeah.
We never get an answer on if Noel gets hit, would he be sent back to France?
I was hoping that would happen.
Same.
It just happens at the beginning of the episode, and he's gone. The rest of-
He's just like, oh no.
and then he just flies all the way back with throughout the
you
entire
need-
episode, you just hear
Yeah.
No,
Like,
and it would be a super big hassle too, because the whole fucking thing is because there's did you know that Japanese, you can't have dual citizenship with Japanese citizenship?
Yeah, I'm just saying that it'd just be fun.
So he would have the episode could just occasionally cut back to him, and he's having to do all this paperwork of, yes, I got sent back here by a fucking monster.
I live in Japan.
I am working in Japan.
Yeah.
Just him sitting in the fucking airport being like, where's my fucking flight?
Yeah.
And then you just hear the flight to Japan has been delayed 10 hours. He's like, come on!
Just use the
Well, and
fucking train to get over there.
Oh, yeah, that's how
And
he
he's
Or
just,
he just
he's
backflips over there.
Just black
Magic
flips
girl.
across.
He's just no. I
All
want
of
him to
Asia?
have to use mundane stuff and transportation, and he's
He's
just like
in
sitting
India
there.
and he's just driving a car.
Yeah.
He
That
backflips
does
across.
not happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, sadly, no.
Interesting thing is, next episode
That'd
is
be
actually
great,
gonna
a road
next
trip.
episode is actually gonna fucking have Zamigo in it.
Zamigo's actually coming back finally. He
stopped his streaming.
he stopped his
That-
Let's Play channel.
That shut up about the Let's Play channel. That was a joke.
I love you, TV Neon Malaysia.
No, the Tokusatsu.
Oh,
network in
Tokusatsu,
Malaysia.
yeah.
Yeah.
Malaysia Network. Yeah.
But
love
yeah,
them.
the real reason why he can't be on the show, as we all know, is that he's too busy photoshopping memes to post on Twitter
Yeah.
involving Zamigo.
How,
he
how would that? How is
actually
that any
does
better
that.
than his?
Because he doesn't say slurs.
Oof.
Yeah, that was part of the tweet show.
Big. Ooh.
Yeah.
Zamigo's too
part of the
busy
tweet
saying
show.
slurs on his YouTube channel.
Too busy saying slurs on his YouTube gaming
About
channel.
women and minorities.
Yeah, but now Zamigo's back. Maybe maybe he'll finally do something.
Because all he's done so far is just shoot things sometimes.
Shoot things and get money and be a
And
weird
laugh.
dude.
And eat
Which is
ice.
fine.
And eat ice.
Why do people eat ice? Crunchy.
Crunch.
Crunch.
Yeah,
Crunch.
It's specifically crunch with an O.
crunch. Yeah, okay, well, hopefully someone
teeth are too
here has
sensitive
been
to
watching
biting ice.
Ultraman, because there is actually there is stuff to talk about with Ultraman RB, even if no one here has been watching it.
Ultra
So
Woman. There's a movie.
I gotta be right back. So I guess just talk about it while I'm gone.
I haven't been watching it, unfortunately.
All we know
I
is that
haven't.
there are
Oh.
some there are some stuff for the movie coming up where they're introducing like
An
God,
Ultra Woman.
Ultra Woman Green or something,
Something.
and they could fuse together into like a super Ultra.
And Ultra Woman, like how Rosso and Blue fuse into Rube, Rube and the Green Ultra Woman fuse into another Ultraman.
Yeah, like I think all three of them fuse.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh yeah, I thought she said.
Yeah,
just
I
fuse.
said that Rosso and Blue into Rube, and then Rube and what's her face fuse into the new thing.
Yeah, and it looks pretty cool. And Ultra Women are cool. Women as
Yes.
Tokusatsu characters are cool. And we need more of them in Kamen Rider. And I really hope Tsukiyomi's a writer. I hope. I will pray until the day I die that Tsukiyomi is a writer. I'll never stop.
I guess you're gonna die then.
Oh no.
Well,
Oh, no. Guess we're all dead now.
but
There's not.
Yeah, so them Ultramans, huh?
I don't know anything about Ultraman. Like,
okay.
I've seen
But
like.
you know what
How
is
long have we been
kind of an
going? We've been
Ultraman?
going for
An
2
hour-
hours.
We are going an hour and 47. An hour and 47 minutes. So
You know
we
what
need to
is
group
kind
watch
of an
an
Ultraman,
Ultraman.
though?
Gridman.
We should.
Yeah?
But we have to wait for Rose to get back to talk about that.
Because she'll
Yeah,
want to talk about Gridman.
she'll-
Wanna know what we
wanna
could
talk
joke about?
a
Wanna know what we
specific
can't make jokes about anymore?
What?
The Kiva figuart.
Yeah!
That's like
Well-
importing.
Figuarts, Kamen Rider Kiva.
Finally,
I'm not gonna buy
after 10,000 years,
Finally, after 10,000 years, I'm free.
I
It's
have a
available.
figuart.
Hi.
It's time to conquer your wallet.
And it's probably the best looking figuart to date.
Yeah. It's
It
because
has,
they
like,
spent forever working on it. It ought to be.
They spent since.
Kivat's mouth moves.
And it has the little trinkets. The little whistle things.
Flessels.
The fuse. Yeah.
I didn't. They never say what
However
they're
the hell you
It's not
pronounce.
as intricate as the Forza ones, where you can actually swap them out for the
Oh yeah, you can swap it
turn
out.
switches.
Yeah, you can swap it out.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
you-
like Forza's are like super tiny.
Yeah, the
Well,
fossils
you,
are even
you know what?
tinier.
You know what else has really tiny stuff? I have the Chalice figure art, and it has the entire Suit of Hearts deck, and all of them
Oh, like
are
each
like actually, they all are actually designed, and like you can look at them, and if you've seen the cards before, you can tell what the cards are.
But yeah, it's a really nice figure art. I actually might grab it just because it looks really good, even though I hate Kiva. It's my I don't know if I like Kiva more or less than Ghost.
Probably more.
It's hard
right?
to. I'm honestly not sure because at least Kiva does cool shit, and the first part of Kiva I actually liked.
And at least Ghost has Necrom.
Yeah, he does exist, but also Kiva has Ixa.
What?
And
Yeah.
Otoya.
Why do you need Necrom when you have Ixa?
And also Otoya.
Yes.
So yeah, I actually
Just have the whole show be about
Otoya.
Toya.
Have him
Despite
be
the
Kiva.
fact that it's supposed to be the 2008 show, just have it be in 1986 for the entire time.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. But yeah, the Kiva figure looks.
Have shit get really weird and.
Then he gets transported 2008.
Yes, that yeah.
The Kamen Rider from 1987 gets transported to 2008.
Yes.
And he's like, I can't
done
believe
that.
it.
You could have made it work.
And then Watsuru goes back in time and makes out with his mom and is like, I can't
Oh,
believe I
no!
made out with my mom. And then he has to talk to Doc Brown and is like, we have to get you back to 2008.
We're gonna get you back to 2008!
Come on, Otoya!
Come on, Watsuru! And it's like, we have to, your mother has to fuck Otoya at the Sadie Hawkins dance. The what?
The what?
The what, Doc Brown?
Your mother has to fuck. Your mother has to fuck Otoya at the backstage at his own violin concert.
What? Your mother's also a figuart. What? Forgot to mention that.
And also your kid is a racist against the Neo-Fangire.
Oh no.
Brown Hakase, there's no road to get up to 88.
Where we're going, we don't need
We don't
roads.
need roads.
Casa Doran!
Da, 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 da.
Then it just starts doing the Back to the Future 88 miles per hour thing at the end of Back to the Future 1.
But on an organ.
Yeah. And he puts on the shades and everything, and they just drive.
Du, 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 du. Du, du.
And then it just like to be continued. And then they go to fucking 2018 in fucking Kiva 2.
Doc Brown presents Kiva 2.
And they go back to 2018, and they're like, "Holy shit, this is crazy."
I'm gonna go. Oh yeah, Soda says Jenga's cool, and Masahiro's killing it.
Yeah, Masahiro's killing it as Jenga.
Masahiro's killing it as Masahiro is known to do
all the time. He kills it. Oh yeah, there's one thing I would like to talk about.
Masahiro is the saving grace of Decade.
I like all
Masahiro. I like
the cast of
all
Decade.
the cast. Yeah, but Kanamori also very good.
I kind of want to wait for Rose to get back to talk about the gay thing about Meteor.
Huh?
I posted about it a while ago. The Meteor's actor from Kamen Rider Forze was in a movie called like River's End, I think.
Oh yeah,
where he's sucking a dude off.
Oh yeah.
I kind of want to wait for Rose. Well, we actually haven't seen it. There's not much to say except that that's the thing that happens.
Omae no sarame wa origaki me.
While he's like leaning in. Back. Welcome back. We can.
Well, speak of the devil. We're good. We're just us talking about fucking
the River's End with Meteor.
Where we were about to talk about River's End with Meteor.
But there's not much to say besides Meteor sucking dick.
Besides Meteor sucks dick in a thing.
Yeah, Meteor sucks
What the hell? What the hell?
Is this the new White Lily?
Yes, but it's not subbed yet.
Damn it.
Because it came out like a month ago or some shit. But okay, we finished talking about Lupat and we finished talking about the figure art. Do you want to say anything about this Kiva figure art, Rose?
Kiva figure art. I'm shocked that it took them this long to make it, but I'm glad they did. So now everyone can
Shut
stop
up.
complaining
And-
every time a different figure art gets announced. Anyway, it's time to talk about the real shit. It's time to talk about Samurai Caliber, the best boy,
He's
also
such a good-
Gridman.
And also,
Don't you mean Akane?
no,
I mean
she's
Samurai
crazy.
Caliber.
Samurai Caliber's the best.
Yeah, best boy, but Akane is best girl.
And
Why would I
prefer
be
Rika.
talking about Akane when I'm talking about best
Samurai
boy?
Caliber. And
Okay, yeah,
also,
let's
Rika's
talk
better.
I'd rather talk about Rika and those hams she calls legs.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess we also need to talk about how thick Rika is.
Because that's the fucking thing the
Because
director
the internet
actually
is
said.
because the internet is exploding over Rika's.
She's the flavor of the month. She's the flavor of the month.
I
She's
wish
the
she
flavor of the
wasn't
month.
just. I wish she wasn't just flavor of the month because I actually like Rika.
I
as
like Rika a
character.
lot, but the
Well,
main
hey,
the main
here's
thing-
here's the thing about
Yeah.
flavor of the month. Every flavor of the month comes out where everybody's talking about a certain thing,
like Bowsette.
and then some
Yeah.
people continue to talk about that thing afterward
Like
because they go, "Huh, I really like this."
like Bowsette.
I mean, there's still
Like
new
Bowsette,
Bowsette
yes.
art being made.
But,
Yes, but like
No,
no,
not
the main
with
thing
same
is the main
frequency.
thing to talk about with Rika is that the director specifically asked for that in the funniest way to
Yeah.
ask for
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we should probably talk about episode 2 first before we
Yeah,
say anything
episode
else.
2.
So,
they're
Episode
like
2, they're actually exploring the fact that the city gets completely fucking reset
rebuilt.
back to normal in when things are destroyed, except
Hey, where are the
the-
volleyball chicks? And it's like, we never had volleyball chicks. And then it's like, oh, they died like 10 years ago or some shit. And
Yeah,
they're like, what?
turns out they died before they even entered high school, which is fucked up. That means anyone who's killed by a kaiju fucking is dead
Oh, yeah, we
for like
also-
years.
Also, there's a creepy dude sitting outside. And they're like, oh, wait, no, they're in the fucking cafe. And they're just like, what's next? And it's like, the next comes aliens.
And then, yeah, Utsumi's like, of course, aliens are gonna be here, because fucking that's an
That's a
Ultraman series
staple.
staple. And then this guy walks in, best boy, Samurai Caliber.
I'm posting him. I'm posting Samurai Caliber.
Literally best boy. One of the first things he does that episode is he tries to walk in, but with all the swords on his back, he fucking hits the door frame and falls over.
No, he keeps going.
No, he falls over.
Yeah, he falls over and then goes in.
There's the
Like,
boy.
properly, like
There's
doesn't
the
even
boy.
acknowledge it.
There's the boy, Samurai Caliber. I posted
Yeah.
the GIF.
So he is absolute best boy. He kind of stutters sometimes.
Yeah, he's like,
which
my
is really
name's
cute.
Samurai Caliber.
It's really cute. He's
also
very
looks really
good.
tired.
He is certified moe.
He's like moe by accident.
He's a guy who looks like he's trying to be edgy, but he's like.
He doesn't
clearly
even
just-
look like he's trying
He's
to be
not.
edgy.
He's
He
not.
looks like
He
he's,
looks
okay,
like
he's
he's-
not. He's like
He
he's
looks like he's ended up edgy.
Yeah,
He,
Yeah.
he just
tired.
looks tired. Yeah.
Yeah, he just looks tired. We thought he was cool, but it turns out he's just moe.
Yeah,
Uh,
because like the
so-
first episode, he's there and he's like all creepy.
And we were like, is he the main human villain? Nope, Akane is.
It turns out Akane, the big boob
It
girl
turns out
with pink hair,
Akane, the like pink, purple girl, whatever, is the fucking main villain. She's like a creepy kind of neat. She's still going to school, so she technically isn't literally a neat, but like she lives in a room that's filled with garbage bags.
literally the
and
entire floor is
kaiju.
coated with
Yeah,
garbage bags.
garbage bags and kaiju figures. She's the equivalent to Malcolm in Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. She makes figures of monsters.
That
and
room
then
must smell like
dudes-
shit.
Yeah, Akane probably smells like shit as well because I'm pretty sure something mentioned she doesn't shower or something.
I can't
She puts
believe
on.
MASH
She
became a
uses
filthy-
scented oils.
Yeah, so Akane is not best girl because she smells like garbage
She's
constantly.
smelly. Don't
Yeah,
date smelly
um,
girls.
Some
So
people are into
I can
that.
name many people.
so
No, like
she
this is
makes-
like she probably smells like literal feces.
another thing.
I can
Is that
name
she
many
makes-
people.
She makes monsters to kill the people who mildly inconvenience
Because
her
earlier in the
on
episode,
a daily basis. Because the reason why the volleyball girls were targeted was because they accidentally threw the volleyball at her, and then in
They-
the second episode,
they no, not at her. They accidentally hit the sandwich she was giving to the main dude.
yeah, either way,
She-
in this episode, the teacher
Is on his
accidentally knocks into
phone
her
and
hallway,
accidentally hits her and doesn't
and
apologize.
He doesn't apologize. She apologizes and then is like,
He's like,
actually
yeah,
like
sure.
super pissed. And is like, I'm gonna kill my teacher. I mean, he didn't fucking say sorry when he bumped into me in the hallway. How inconsiderate of him. So she makes a kaiju to kill him.
And then they're
Still
like,
best girl.
no, Rika.
And Gridman,
He's
Samurai
like,
Caliber fixes up the computer.
So they can
Gridman
all
is in,
talk
so
to
now
Gridman.
everyone else can hear him, and he's stronger. So that's the proper design showing up now, instead of the one he had in episode 1.
with like, I actually didn't notice there was a difference.
Yeah, there was a difference.
I had to look back.
Then the monster is a
And
little
then he
hard
does
to
the
deal with.
access flash.
Yeah, he does the access flash. He gets the proper henshin thing,
Yeah.
and then so they're having problems fighting it.
And then they're like, "Can't you do something to
Akane's
help?"
like, can't you do something to help him? And
Then he's like, "That's something
and
I can
Samurai
do."
Caliber's like, yep, I can do that. And
He bamps into the
turns-
computer.
and turns into a sword because he is
Not just
literally-
any sword. The
Gridman
Gridman
Caliber.
Caliber.
like,
He
yeah,
turns-
Gridman Caliber.
And then they fucking
Yep.
start. And then Akane's saying, like, "What the fuck? That's not fair."
Look at this.
Gridman Caliber is so cool.
Yeah,
Yep.
Best Boy becomes a fucking giant sword. Isn't that great?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look at
It's
that
fucking-
shit. So hype. And then they beat it, and oh, they do the fucking Obari pose. Can't forget the Obari pose.
Yeah, of course.
And they're like, they do the Gridman Caliber End, I think it was called. Which is a big old
Yeah.
slash. And Akane is like pissed. And that's really all that there is to episode 1. Or episode 2.
Episode 3.
Episode 3, however, it's raining, and Rika's
It's
like,
named Defeat, which
Defeat.
is
very early.
Concerning.
Very concerning. And so,
Yeah.
like, Akane makes a new she makes a new kaiju, but makes it a human form, I guess?
yeah. His name is Anti.
Anti, and he's Angry Boy. He's grr.
The real edgelord.
He's the real edgelord.
Yeah.
He's like grr, and she makes him a
I
lunch.
hate Gridman.
I hate Gridman.
Yeah. So Utsumi decides to joke about the Silent Hill 3 joke on Hibiki, and is like, dude, what if the kaiju we're fighting are
Are
actually
humans."
humans?
And he's like,
But
what?
the problem is Anti, who is a kaiju who can talk, attacks right afterwards. So Hibiki gets freaked out,
And he's like, oh
refuses
shit,
to
are
fight
those
back.
I've been killing humans this entire time? Oh no,
So-
I can't fight them.
So Utsumi kinda
He's like- He's like, oh shit, I did this.
yeah, he is very upset because obviously he thinks because fucking Gridman Hibiki loses.
Yeah,
like,
he even calls
dies.
in Samurai Caliber to help.
Yeah, he even calls in Samurai Caliber to help, and he dies as far as they can see.
And the rest of the episode
Akane-
is super hype
Yeah.
about it. He's like, yeah!
Akane's super hype. She gets Anti to like hold her up to the fucking god rays in the sky so she can laugh.
While getting covered in rain.
Yeah. Meanwhile, everyone else is fucking
Akane
like,
and
super
Utsumi
upset.
are just like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
They don't want to actually ask anyone. Like, have you seen? Oh yeah, no. Akane is partially upset because like she
ignored a
skipped
phone call because she
took the
saw
day off.
Anti.
and ignored a phone call from Hibiki and was going to apologize for it,
But
but
didn't get a chance.
Yeah.
But yeah, she saw
So-
Anti and was like gave him her lunch or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're really
But-
depressed. Both Utsumi
but-
and Rika just don't sleep that night.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't want to ask anyone if they know where Hibiki is because they're afraid their response will be like, who? They're worried that Hibiki is also like long dead.
And they
So-
actually go to his apartment and are
They go to his apartment, but they don't check because they're so afraid of finding out that
Hibiki
um,
never existed.
And then eventually they
Or,
go
like,
back
just
to
died.
the
The junk shop.
The junk shop.
The junk shop, and then the Neon Genesis
The junior
Neon
high.
Genesis junior high schoolers show up, which I don't know how they can be all from Neon Genesis Junior High when Samurai Caliber is also 33 years old.
That's just he's
Don't
the
worry
teacher.
about it.
He's a teacher.
Oh, could you imagine being taught by Samurai Caliber?
Oh god, that'd be the best.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, they show up and they're just like, "Hey, can we have some lunch? Can we have tea? I want a latte.
Yeah.
Can I get the toast set? Oh, I'm sorry. It seems like they only have that after like 3 p.m. And they're like,
Yeah.
God damn it.
So all of them are named after like the vehicle attachments from Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. Yes, all of them are boys, by the way. Apparently, Boar is a dude.
Boar is a dude.
Yeah,
The voice actor or voice actress.
the voice
confirmed.
actress has said. Yeah. And they're all named after
What the fuck, Saraku?
Saraku.
Sorry.
God damn it! I
Why?
fucking flicked the switch to mute myself, and it didn't fucking go.
We heard you tell.
Why?
Why are you listening to Fortnite?
Why are you watching memes while we're doing a podcast?
Why?
It's
It's the
Fortnite.
meme of attention blank needs your help, and it's the
I
guy.
know.
The Fortnite needs your help. Get your mom and dad's credit card and give us the numbers on the back and the front
Yeah.
and the expiration date.
Yeah.
I love that.
So
I'm sorry. I
My
thought
favorite-
I muted
My
myself.
favorite one's the Kamen Rider one, where it's like
oh god. what
Kamen
is it?
Rider Fies forgot his access
Yeah.
code. Get your parents' credit card.
Yeah. So
Samurai, and then they're just
Neon
like,
Genesis Junior High schoolers show up.
and they're just like,
Utsumi and Akane are like,
Who the fuck are you
Gridman's
guys?
Dead. Gridman, they're like, oh, we're here to help Gridman. Like,
Gridman's
dead. They're
dead.
like, no, he fucking ain't.
and it's like,
Call
wait, do you know?
him.
Can you talk to Hibiki for us? Is like, do you ask strangers how your friends are?
Call him, and they call him on the
And
phone,
and it works.
and it
Hibiki's
he's
like,
fine.
well, and they're like, put Samurai Caliber on the phone, and he's like, hey guys, Samurai, what are you
okay.
doing? It's like we're waiting to surprise the monster, but he hasn't shown up yet.
Yeah. So that they come back, Anti transforms again, and the fucking Gatai happens.
Where he gets the giant fists.
Gridman Matt.
Gridman Max.
Fuck hand McGridman.
And they start just beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
And then they do Anti does his super beam. And Gridman Max
also
does
The
Max
super
beam Gridman beam Max or Max Grid beam. I forget the
And
order.
he fucking beats Anti.
Well, no, it does. They
so-
don't beat Anti. It
yeah.
ends in a draw.
Yeah, okay. No, what happens is they end in draw because they both have timers.
When everything
And they-
resets.
And the timers both their timers go off at the same time.
I
So
just like
they
how it ends where they
have
fucking
to
do the
refrain.
fucking fist bump.
Yeah. So they both shrink back to normal, but Akane is pissed at Anti because he didn't actually kill Gridman and because he didn't win that second time. So she just fucking dumps the lunch for
lunch
Anti over him.
On his head.
Oh
and
yeah,
then-
there's like some weird thing earlier when she thought Gridman was dead, where she like took Anti out to get breakfast and was kind of feeling him up with her feet, which was
under
really
the desk, and
uncomfortable.
he just kind of ignored it.
Yeah, and he's like, "Am I?"
nom, nom.
She's like, "Oh."
He's like, "Am I a
heard
kaiju?"
Utsumi... No, yeah, she's like, "Oh, I heard Utsumi saying something about what if the kaiju were actually humans. That's ridiculous. That's couldn't be
Kaiju or
further from the
kaiju?
truth." And Auntie's like, "Am I a human?" She's like, "No, you're a kaiju. Just a kaiju that I eat breakfast with." And
Oh yeah, there's
he's
that
like,
one
"Yeah."
scene where they're actually fighting, and Gridman's like, "Are you a human?" And he's like, "No, I'm a fucking kaiju, idiot." And he's like, "All right, I could kill you now."
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, are you a human?" "No, I'm a kaiju." "Then perish."
Just the Obama face.
Yeah. So Gridman is fucking great.
Gridman's great. I fucking love it. Rika's best girl. It's also got.
You mean Akane?
No, I meant
No.
Rika.
Akane is absolutely not.
She is
best girl.
crazy.
Smelly girl.
You saw what happened. She's
Bad.
eating the food at the fucking Gridman Cafe.
What?
There's like they made a Gridman Cafe and they made like little standees of like everybody like working at a cafe.
Oh my god.
Like Hibiki like serving food, so, well like Boar also, and also Caliber. But you see Akane's and she's just eating the food.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, there's also one of Auntie where he's holding like a plate of omelet rice and he's just like staring at it.
But
Yeah.
how could you say no to this face?
She's probably smelly. That's one thing.
Yeah.
Very
And
smelly.
also-
Like smelly girls, RMH.
Also, here's the reason why you can't say no to that face. Because if you say no to her, she'll send a kaiju to kill you.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
That's not a good relationship.
You can't be
But that's not one you could get out of either.
Don't date
Yeah.
crazy. No, here's what you do. You be like Koichi and really steal.
No, here's the thing. The problem is if you do that, then it'll be like when Yukako kidnapped Koichi, except she's gonna send a kaiju after you for not living up to her
Oh
expectations.
no! That's the
So
opposite.
there's no. So the only thing
Koichi
you
really
can do
steals.
is hope Akane doesn't get into
Just
you,
breaks
because
up,
if
yeah.
she does, you're fucked no matter what you do.
Yeah, it's like just be like just
The only
try
thing
to
you
avoid
do
her.
is
Just try to avoid
The only thing you do is
move towns.
move far away enough that she
Oh no.
can't do it. Also, if you say Akane is best girl, it means you're into full.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm into legs more.
The rest of us aren't Nazis like you, those who hate feet.
Feet Nazi.
But I thought
Here's the
Rose
thing. Here's
loved
the thing.
No,
my
I was
face.
trying to turn the foot. I was trying to turn the foot joke into all of you because you guys keep joking about me being into feet, but no, I'm
No,
not.
I'm into-
No, no,
No.
no.
I'm not
we-
into
the jokes
Akane
we-
though.
The jokes we make are about you not being into feet. That's the thing, Rose.
Well, there's
All
a
I
ton
know
of-
is that Akane's crazy, so don't stick your dick into crazy.
I mean, unless
Don't.
that's your thing.
No, it's not even if it's
Not
your
even-
thing,
not
because
even
it's
if
gonna
it's
turn
your
bad
thing.
for you.
Because it'll turn bad for you with Akane's case, it will definitely turn bad.
Unless
Anyway,
that's why you
anyway.
make sure to be friends with Hibiki so he can save you.
We all know best girl is Samurai Caliber.
He's-
Not even his human form, but the sword form.
The sword.
Which, by the way, the reason why I bring this up is because someone,
Already made
Twitter
a
artist,
Daikin.
Has made a samurai caliber Dakimakura.
Yeah.
I'm going to bust that.
So there's a one with his human form by Twitter user Amamura_M, which I.
Oh, somebody also made a Daki for his sword form.
Yeah, someone made a Daki, and then someone made a Daki for his sword form, which is also great. And
I'll
then they
take
drew-
20.
And they drew Gridman sleeping with
Hugging
it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
I love you,
Samurai
Samurai Caliber.
is best boy.
I love you, Samurai Caliber.
I wish Gridman was gonna have more episodes because then we could have more Samurai Caliber.
Okay.
I mean, you can always have more.
It
Yeah.
can always get a season 2.
I hope so.
I hope it does because I
let's
want more
see.
Samurai Caliber.
But that's about all we could really say about Samurai Caliber. Gridman.
Yeah, it's the Samurai Caliber show now. It's fine.
Anyway, next would be a very important topic and actually kind of serious, where we're talking
Okay.
about a very big debate that happened last week.
Oh yeah.
Oh
okay.
yeah.
The
So,
it was a producer, right?
to start, yes.
Producer Shirakura,
Yeah.
who was
To
a
start.
producer on a lot of.
He was in a. I believe he made a
Heisei
tweet
Phase
or
One
was in an
things.
interview.
It was a tweet that in response to someone
Asking.
on Twitter. It was basically something about why there weren't any official releases of Kamen Rider in the West or something like that. He said something to the effect of
To the
there
effect of-
isn't
There isn't
Western
a big
Kamen Rider
enough-
fan base.
Yeah, there isn't a Kamen Rider fan base in the West.
Which
To which.
To
There's
which,
the-
oh,
to
no,
which-
wait, we have to bring up the important thing, because the tweet was not the starting point. What actually started it was Toku News Network.
Toku Nation was
Toku Nation. Toku Nation
Yeah.
posted
Toku
the...
Nation posted
about it.
like quote quote retweeted it and was like, "Prove him wrong, guys," which was a horrible idea.
Very wrong.
Oh,
You
excellent
fucked
choice
up.
of words, Toku
Well,
Nation.
I don't know if that was the exact phrasing.
But still,
I'm
like,
saying what I heard.
but yeah,
but no matter
sending
what you
the
phrase
Toku,
it as,
especially the Toku
They
fan
prob-
base.
They probably meant for,
They were
us
just
to
like,
act
no,
like a
the-
normal fan base and
But
go,
no.
look at all our fan art and all our
The-
love.
the problem
attention,
is,
all
They're
these
no,
things
fuck
they
you!
said No.
Fuck
they
you!
should have realized with how big their following is that people would get pissed off about this.
Especially with the
And-
kind of wording that they used.
Yeah, and okay, there are quite a lot of people who dislike Shirokura for a lot of reasons, some of which are understandable and justifiable. For example, he is the reason why Hibiki's writer change happened.
Yeah.
And apparently he does not think highly of Tokusatsu, apparently, though I'm not sure how true that is, because it's from interviews which may have been mistranslated. I don't know, I've not looked into that much. Point is, no matter what your opinion of Shirokura is,
Everybody was
yelling
being.
at him
Don't
Twitter,
yell and piss and
yelling at
bitch and
him
complain.
on Twitter about this isn't going to help
It
for
would
a lot of
Probably
reasons.
only hinder. our
Partially
cause.
that he is not the person who is ultimately responsible for
Yeah.
whether or not Kamen Rider gets a Western release or
Yeah.
not.
Who would be?
Yeah, but I'm just
And
saying,
in
considering my-
response to all this pissing and bitching and moaning,
He did
he
tweet
did
saying,
he's saying
that-
that he gave an explanation of that
I thought it was
that,
a different person. that gave
Sentai is like fully established in the West as Power Rangers and has seen massive success, and that Rider has failed time and again. And
that.
they
Wasn't that a
didn't
different?
think-
I don't think that was Shirokura. I think that was something
no,
else.
it was. That
It
was,
was.
that was
And-
a Twitter.
and that Toei just isn't confident in marketing Rider to the West.
Which is what I expected to be the whole reason behind his original tweet to begin
Yeah,
with.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, well, here's the thing: you don't ask Tokyo Nation. to
No,
Yeah.
but
make a
yeah,
response to that.
but still, like literally, if you go, why isn't there Kamen Rider in the West? And you literally just say, Dragon Knight Masked Rider,
That's it.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah,
and
but
you're
it's
like, and part of
Yes.
you's gonna want to go, "Grr," but then like you're gonna be like, good, oh, okay.
I am just gonna say that I'm not saying everybody on that forum is like that, but I'm just saying that those people. on that forum
That's a
know-
good, that's an easy generalization.
I know. I'm not saying it's an easy generalization, but I've been on that forum, and I know that there are some people that would. Like,
It's
Uh,
this always
I'm
this
not
always
gonna point out
happens,
anybody
not just with
specifically.
Toku, but with everything. Guys, don't complain at the wrong people.
Complaining
If
like that
don't
doesn't get you
complain at
anything.
Marie Tran for the mistakes of what's his name, Ryan Johnson. Don't complain at the Jar Jar Binks guy for the mistakes of
yeah,
George
that dude
Lucas.
cannot
Don't
do anything
complain about
nowadays.
The lady who plays Pat,
Don't
who-
even
or
though,
Felfig.
yes, even if you
Um,
don't like
Shirokura actually
Shirokura-
added another thing
yelling-
to the comments.
Ah.
There was one more thing. Somebody asked us like, why don't you
If
just
you're gonna yell at Shirokura,
Wait,
yell at
wait, wait,
Shirokura for
wait.
changing Hibiki's
S-
writing.
Yell at
Saratu,
him for
wait,
something he
wait,
did.
everybody. There was a third thing he said.
Oh,
Oh,
Somebody asked. A fan suggested, why not open the Toei Tokusatsu fan club internationally, providing translations for most of the shows. The response, I'm sure that it's might be breakthrough. It's
Yeah.
English, but it's
yeah.
something.
What it clearly means is
Maybe.
yeah, maybe.
that's a smart.
Though
that's a smart
again,
idea.
he is not the one responsible
But
for that.
he's not the
so-
guy to talk to about that.
I don't even know who
No.
you talk to.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
just,
Yeah.
he's just a producer.
He's just a
not,
producer.
He is not John Toei himself.
Like,
Take
he's
it up
sure-
with
not the-
Waz.
I'm sure there's an
I was
international.
about to
dude.
say that's Waz. Talk to
Take
Waz
it up
about
with
it.
Waz if you want this. I don't mean take it up with Waz's actor. I mean take it up with the character Waz.
Yeah, don't go on his
This is
Twitter.
not. This is not. Disclaimer. This is not telling people to tweet at Waz's actor.
No, do it. Do it.
I just
No!
Tweet
You
nice
can't
things
tell
of his
people to
actor.
do that!
even if we don't have any listeners, we still can't say that when we just yelled at Toku
We're
Nation.
making a
If you have- if
podcast.
you feel like you
If
have to
there's an
tweet-
even off chance that someone somewhere is going to listen to this on their lunch break or something.
We have to make sure that there is no responsibility of ours if someone chooses to do that.
That's
Yeah,
the thing.
seriously.
That's the
Seriously,
thing.
tell
It's
them
not
not
for
doing a
like
good job.
what's right or what's wrong. It's just for us so that we don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tweet them thumbs up emojis.
It's just so
Tweet-
the five of
Tweet,
us don't
tweet
get
good fan
fucked.
art. Tweet good fan art to the creators.
Tweet
of
good
Kamen Rider.
fan
Tell-
art
tell-
to
tell Gates-
Shirka.
tell
T-
Gates
Tweet
he does a
good.
good
Tweet.
job.
Tell
tell
Toei,
them to tell
hey,
Gates.
we
Tell
love
them to tell
Rider
them.
and we would love Rider in the West completely unadapted.
Like we just want Kamen Rider
Please
officially.
don't just give it to Hasbro.
Just give it a.
Just give us a
it,
dub.
Give us Shout Factory.
Give us Shout Factory subs or something.
Just give us, or just keep it on, just like you did with Amazon's.
Honestly,
Put it
just
on
the
Amazon
just
Prime.
Toku fan club thing, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
the,
just putting that
that's-
internationally with actual translations.
was the
from,
best
like,
option because, like, I
pay
feel like that would be
overtime.
closer to
Pay overtime.
higher overtime.
Hire overtimes translators and TV Nihon's encoders.
Because then you could get the fancy shit.
The fancy
Yeah.
shit with good words.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
It's
not
like-
with Obaka-chan Tachi.
Baka-chan
Yeah.
Tachi.
Do not hire
Whatever.
Takenoko.
Do not.
Not do that.
Do fucking not.
That's
Hire
all we ask
Takenoko.
for, Toei. That's all we ask for.
All we ask for is for you not
And
to hire someone
also,
who's gonna say
like, I mean,
Baka-chan Tachi.
I'm actually a.
And then translators note
I'm
you
s-
guys. Or for
Or
I
translator
had
note,
an
I don't know
Aniki
what this
once,
means.
but he died. Translators note Aniki is a word that blah 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 blah.
Or translation note, I don't know what the fuck this means.
Also, also,
love
if
that
you
one.
do this at some point, please also ask these translators to look at when you're putting character names in English on merchandise, so we don't end up with Gourd Drive again.
Yeah, just
Yes,
ask them. It's like
so
this
we
is
don't
supposed
end
to
up
be
on
gold.
with Gord Drive or ALFA in the
or,
Jiku driver.
Or like, wasn't there something with medic? Where it's like MEDC?
Oh god, I don't remember.
Or the poster with the with Kamen Rider Drave.
Shut up! Shut up! Hang on.
Wait.
The worst one is the Amazon's Blu-ray.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the-
yeah.
Blu-ray box set.
Amazon's the movie Blu-ray.
Blu-ray box set.
That was so
Blu-ray
bad.
box set.
like
I
we,
want to get that.
you
Blu-ray
make it
box
so
set
easy,
now.
Japan. You make it so easy.
God damn
Yeah.
it, Japan. All we want is for you to either make it completely easy or make it super hard.
Let us
Like-
pay you.
Just
Let shut up and take my money.
Basically,
just give your like word translations to like one English.
That's the name. That's the
person.
That's the name of the podcast. The episode right there. Shut up and take my money.
Okay.
oh wait, take my money.
Shut up and take my money, Samurai Caliber.
Well, he wouldn't ask you for money.
Here's the thing, Toei. If you get
No,
get
that's
American-
exactly why we have to tell him to shut up and take it.
Because he
Here's the
doesn't.
thing,
he
okay,
wouldn't
Toei,
ask.
We don't
If
even
you
know if he
That's the
needs
thing.
it. He doesn't need
That's
it.
the
American
thing.
money.
If they don't ask, then you have to.
No, I'm talking
force
about
your
Samurai
money on
Caliber.
them. Yeah, if they don't ask, then you have to force your money on them. I'm not just talking about Toei. I'm talking about anyone.
No.
If somebody, that's bad advice. Don't take that.
Don't
kids.
yeah, don't do that advice.
Okay. Do we have any other Toku stuff to talk about?
I don't.
or
I
can
think
we
I'm
move
looking
on?
through the docket.
Can we move on to
Um,
Sano and I?
I
out
am
over
looking
Soul
through
Calibur
the
6?
No,
docket.
because before you talk about Soul Calibur 6, I do have a week to talk about.
All right,
as I wish
let's
to
let
get
let's let
through.
Rose because she didn't have a week last week.
Okay, so what I have to talk about is something that happened yesterday, which is the reason why I had to rush to watch Lupat today, right before the podcast happened. Which is so. There was an event happening. There was an event happening in Nottingham, which is the city I live in. Yesterday, Game City Nights. Which the thing that was today specifically.
You could have just said
in-
here in Nottingham,
I
not
know,
Nottingham,
whatever.
the city I live in.
No, I know it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Was Knights there?
No, the reason
Oh.
why I am tired, and it's nights as in like day and night, not
I know.
as in
I was hoping nights
Kamen
into
Rider
dreams.
night.
No, I was talking
So-
about nights into dreams.
No, so the reason why I'm like kind of tired and shit is because this was, of course, very late, and one of the things there was that one of the devs of Untitled Goose Game was there.
Oh yeah, I've seen
to
that.
talk about like how the game came to be and how it's going and stuff. Apparently, in the first trailer, at the end where there's like a footage of the two geese,
Yeah,
Mhm.
they aren't entirely sure if they're actually going to do
multiplayer.
two-player. They had no idea the trailer was going to blow up like it did because their first game wasn't particularly big since it was a local multiplayer only kind of thing.
I mean, when
So
you would have
there
a
is
game
a-
called Untitled Goose Game,
Yeah,
just like
there is a pot. They
The people
they're-
eat
they're
that
als-
shit up. It's
the thing is they're
indie games are like
Australian.
modern
oh,
art.
no,
Yeah,
Australians.
They're Australian, so they don't get geese much around where they're at. So they had
they
no
haven't
idea. They had no idea how emotional people get about geese.
And like they
So
also,
they
I mean, why would they
know-
let you have geese in prison?
So they had
didn't
to. So they
know-
had to come to.
They didn't know that people would like get so hype over Untitled Goose Game. So I did want to mention that there is a possibility that local multiplayer for Untitled Goose Game might not be a thing,
That's
just because they didn't really design it with that in mind and just put that in at the end of the trailer because they didn't realize that so many people would see it.
I love geese.
So,
Never assume that no one's gonna see.
Yeah,
They should make
they-
they should make a secret They should make a secret character for Untitled Goose Game. That's
They
just
realize
Geese
now. They realize now that was a bad idea. That was part of.
You just
the
go
talk
into
was
some-
we
Geese
should
have-
have done that.
Another little PSA, another little impromptu
Don't-
PSA.
don't
Never assume. Don't. Sorry.
Don't assume.
Don't
Don't.
assume that
No one will see a thing.
that no one will see a thing on the internet.
Except this
Yeah.
podcast.
It could. Both.
Shut
No.
up.
No, we still have to
You're a
assume that
wobbly
people are gonna watch this.
We do this podcast assuming people will listen to it.
That's why we
Um,
still have this email, this dumb email
Yeah.
open.
We
But we
got-
can talk about the email later.
We got
so-
one. Let me actually
the-
just do a quick check.
So the goose thing, so the thing about the goose part is after they did the talk about Untitled Goose Game, how it came to be and stuff, there was apparently, I don't know why I said apparently. It was just I got there slightly later, so I didn't know this was going to happen. I don't know if they had mentioned it to begin with, but so they apparently at Game City Nights, which is an ongoing thing. This is the first one I've been to. They tend to do like little live versions of the games that are being mentioned.
So they just had
Live
geese.
reenactment. No,
Oh
live reenactment.
no!
Did they just
No.
put a geese on the stage?
No, let me explain. So they were like, someone needs to volunteer to be the goose, and my hand shot up.
Did you get
And
to be the
I
Were
goose?
didn't
you the
know-
goose?
Yes, no one else's hand went up, so I got to be the goose. And what it turns out that
That's
consists of-
exact. It's like when you're the. It's like, it would have been really sad if it was like you're the kid in class when like the teacher calls like, okay, can someone answer this question? And your head goes, and they call
Nobody
on
else
someone
does.
else who isn't
Oh,
even
yeah,
paying
that's
attention.
Yeah.
like, oh.
So what that turned out to consist of is they got two people. They got the goose and they got the controller, which was someone else from the audience is meant to like give like directions. And the reason why they needed a second person to give directions is because I was in a parrot costume.
Oh, what?
A parrot costume because they didn't have a goose one. It was the only.
I
bird
can't
costume
believe
they
Rose
could
became Og.
find. So it was like it's like got the head and the body, right? It was
Right.
really hot in there, and I didn't take off the hoodie I was wearing at any point. So luckily
Smart.
it didn't happen for very long, but it was uncomfortable to say the least. And the head.
It was only uncomfortable because
So,
it's your
yeah,
fault.
The reason I brought this up was because
Oh no!
now-
Imagine a.
now
a
I know how
parrot
suit
costume.
actors feel because I could only there were two little holes that were like bits of the beak that I could see through, and that was it. So it was.
So what did you have to
very
do?
awkward.
Like, what's it?
Had to be like direct to like find certain things to take, like how in Untitled Goose Game
Yeah.
it's like take the gardener's hat, get a
Yeah.
pumpkin stuff. Had to do that kind of stuff. This was in like a stage auditorium thing that had like steps going up. So and then like a stage, so it was kind of awkward to get on the steps and stuff and make sure I didn't like trip over. But it was a fun time. It's just I'm really fucking tired now because I was Goose.
You were a goose.
Why didn't you take off your jacket?
Where was she
There was
put
no time.
There was no time.
There was literally no time.
It's just like, we're looking for someone to play the goose. Oh, me.
No,
All right, get your butt up here now.
They took me out of the hall for a moment so that everyone else would be surprised by the costume, but like I was already pretty tired, so I didn't think, oh, I should probably take my hoodie off.
Because you didn't even know they were gonna put you in the suit.
I didn't know until they had me out of the room, and I saw something
You
like.
thought you were just gonna
I
be
saw
the
some,
goose
like-
and just
I
go
saw
walk
something like,
around and
fuck.
make goose noises.
I didn't know what I thought was going to happen. I just wanted to be a goose. So I saw something.
We come at you.
That's so great. I didn't actually think. I just wanted to be a goose.
We come at you.
No, fuck it. That's the title.
I didn't think. I just wanted to be a goose.
I didn't
So
know what was gonna
then
happen. I
I
just
got
wanted to
taken
be-
out of the hall.
I just wanted to be a goose.
and
That's
they
the title.
and they had this big bag, and I looked at it, and before they opened it, I saw like fluffy like green and orange fabric, and I was like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Because I realized then, oh, they have a costume. So that was a hell of a lot. I guess I kind of embarrassed myself in front of one of the devs of Untitled Goose Game, but it's
It's
fine.
great.
Now you
that's
know how
Rose
suit actors
became
feel.
Now
hot.
you know
Yeah,
how thighs feels.
and I also know how suit actors feel.
Now imagine how Now you were like already a little. Imagine how Kiva felt.
Yeah.
Kiva was Kiva.
You mean
the
Seiji
rider
Takaiwa?
stuff was like a full
Yeah,
body thing.
Didn't Seiji Zakawa like almost die or something?
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah,
I'm
because
going to
his-
die.
he
in
had
this,
back-
please.
They
I think
showed
he
me the
caused back
costume and it's
problems.
a Vine Source thing. Oh god, no.
I think
Oh,
it gave him
no.
like back issues because it was so
Yeah,
heavy.
because of the chains on it, because they were
They were
actual
real
metal.
chains.
They were
Yeah.
actual metal chains. Are you for real?
Yeah, they're not plastic.
What
That's
the
all
They're
they
hell,
have.
Toei?
That's why they had to switch to fucking
Emperor.
The Emperor?
Emperor, so
Yeah,
like-
because the Emperor suit is a lot more.
because the Emperor suit's a lot lighter and it doesn't have the fucking chains on it.
Why?
That's why afterwards, like once he got Emperor, he like stopped using regular Kiva.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone's telling. All right, Sano. Everyone's telling us not to talk forever about Soul Calibur 6. Do you think you can do that?
Probably.
I could probably do that as well.
Yeah,
So,
I
how-
didn't do much.
so how about let's just combine
Yeah, you guys
our
talk together.
stuff into our talk about Soul Calibur 6. So, I
I
got
also
Soul
have something else to talk about besides Soul Calibur 6.
Okay.
Then you
well,
go first.
All I got to talk about is Soul Calibur
'Cause
6.
we
so-
were about to hit on 3 hours.
Okay, I saw the new Halloween. It's good.
Uh,
If you haven't watched any of the Halloweens besides the first one, go watch it.
How was Jamie Lee Curtis in it?
I'm just gonna say Laurie Strode is fucking pissed,
No.
Ooh,
Did
I like that.
and that's
did
how good
people
she
keep
is.
trying to scare her with like hockey masks?
No.
Have you not seen that?
She's
Have you not seen that one tweet where like the interviewers like, yeah, like do people still like put on hockey masks to try to scare you, and Jamie Lee Curtis just has the look of death on her face?
well. First of all, why would she have that face? That's Jason.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
that's the
exactly.
thing.
That's the thing is people are dumb.
And they think that they got it mixed up.
No, it's what is it? Is it like a Captain Kirk mask or something or
It's-
something?
it's just-
It's like a Captain Kirk mask. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's not Captain Kirk. I think it's actually something else. That,
Isn't it just like a plastic mask, a face mask?
Yes,
Rubber
but it's
band.
supposed to be a mask
Specifically-
of something.
It's supposed to be of William Shatner, but I don't think it's Captain Kirk.
Oh, really? I never knew that. I thought it was just like a regular.
What the hell else would it
generic
be
mask.
for if it's like a
I thought it was just a generic mask.
It probably is a Captain Kirk mask, but I might be wrong.
I just think user guy found out it was supposed to be like a Captain Kirk mask. Yeah.
But anyway, is that all you really have to say about Halloween?
Yeah, it's good.
And okay, you guys can talk about Soul Calibur now.
All right.
Talk about the lizards with giant penises.
No, I just was gonna say I played a little bit of it. It's good. Sungmina feels great.
Songmina does feel great. I was playing ranked yesterday with Mina, and she feels excellent.
There's actually a quick thing on Soul Calibur 6. Actually, I just want to share a tweet with you guys.
Yes, sir. What you got?
This is playable in ranked. If it loads. Load, goddammit.
Yeah, it's a William Shatner mask painted white with the eyes cut bigger.
Doesn't exist.
Let me just get the actual. What the fuck? Oh no, they deleted it probably. God damn it.
Oh, what was it?
It's like a giant apple.
Oh.
I'll just save the image.
Made a giant apple.
I'll just.
My favorite one's the Magikarp.
I'm just gonna save the image.
Oh god, yeah, the Magikarp were made like
they made
Voldo. They Voldo with like a.
No, I don't think it was Voldo. It was fucking.
No, it's Voldo.
It's Voldo, yeah.
It's with the Voldo style, and so like when he does.
No, because he's in the
like...
fucking. It's wow, what's his face?
Well, when you actually see him doing it, he's doing the Voldo stride.
No, he does the Voldo. He like
no,
turns upside down and he does the Voldo.
The one who's also in Tekken, Yoshimitsu. It's Yoshimitsu.
No, Yoshimitsu doesn't have that thing.
Because I remember him doing a stance.
No, he does the Voldo stance. Yoshimitsu doesn't have that stance where it goes upside down.
He's like doing the Yoshimitsu stance. I remember.
The Yoshimitsu stance? You mean the one where he's like sitting on top of his katana?
No, I mean where it's just neutral pose.
What are you talking? Oh, his idle stance? No, but then that wouldn't work.
No, but then he turns into Magikarp by like flipping around.
No, but that doesn't make sense because Yoshimitsu can't do that move. That's a Voldo only move.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
Voldo.
Someone
I'm
made a
actually
match.
looking at it and it's Voldo.
Yeah. Post it, Sano.
Hold on.
Anyway, I'm posting the fucking apple. Fuck you guys.
Anyway, I've had.
I just wanted to say he has like a specific stance.
Oh yeah, you're right.
God,
You're right.
Giant apple.
That is playable
Yes,
in
the
ranked.
Magikarp is like.
That is playable in
It only
ranked.
works when.
Yeah, you're
do
right.
that
I saw the little like flag behind him, and I thought it was Yoshimitsu.
Well, because that flag you can just attach.
I know.
And
It's
that's
just
meant
I
to be
thought it was
the
Yoshimitsu because of that.
fin.
And I know Yoshimitsu does weird shit also.
Yeah. Well, Yoshimitsu does weird shit, but not the weird shit that Voldo does. They do very different brands of weird shit.
Every time I see it.
Go.
I'm posting the apple into the stream. There is the apple.
It's a giant apple.
And with skeleton legs.
Giant apple with skeleton legs. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you Sano have not gone in depth with the character creator yet?
No, I just made Peter Griffin and Hank Hill.
Of course,
That's all I
You
did.
made Peter Griffin with what, though?
I gave him Zhang Hua's moveset just so he could have the Soul Calibur weapon.
So,
Hey, Lois!
Hey, Lois!
What?
Hey, Lois!
Hey,
I got
Lois!
Calibur.
Hey Lois,
Hey.
look!
What?
Well, hey Lois, this reminds me of the
Holy
time I was in Soul Calibur.
You didn't give him Nightmare's moveset so he could wield the Soul Edge?
Well, no, that's Hank Hill's moveset.
No, I gave Hank Hill Astaroth so he could have a giant battle axe.
Yeah!
Giant
God damn it, Bobby, get out
Okay,
of my...
that battle axe
I'm
better
gonna
be
kick
fucking
your ass.
propane.
No, I just you can't name the weapons.
I know, but just pretend like it
It's
is.
This is called the propane.
But yeah, you have not gone in depth with the character creator. I have gone in depth with the character creator. I've created like over 25 things in the character
Jesus.
creator, and there's 100 slots.
Oh,
Including
jeez.
your ideal Sungmina waifu.
Yes, my ideal Songmina waifu.
Oh, Jesus.
But it's really cute though.
I'm probably gonna try to... I'm gonna try to figure out... either find Fies on the internet to try and get him when I actually get Soul Calibur 6 this Friday.
The most I've made in Soul Calibur 6 is like... the most I've made in Soul Calibur 6 is like Dante and
But look,
Hager.
she's super cute. She's super cute, and she's got like cool scars and like tattoos and stuff.
She's got a She's got a Magikarp on her back.
It's not a Magikarp, it's just a fish.
Yeah, Magikarp.
Oh, they're Magikarp.
Yeah, look at me, I'm Magikarp. I'm dumb.
Garp, garp.
Garp.
And she's got that. She's got. Now I'm not Wooly. I won't spit at a woman if she has long hair.
Are you
But-
saying Wooly would?
Wooly would just throw his food onto a woman with long hair.
She would think
If
he
you
would
saw a
throw it
woman
at
with
her
long
so she'd
hair
have to
eating
cut it.
breakfast, oh, she's dead.
Oh yeah, she's fucking in the trash immediately.
He'll throw
He
her
just fucking
breakfast
pu-
into
he-
her hair, so she has to cut it.
No, well, then he starts doing the Dempsey roll from all the boxing lessons he's gone to.
And then she starts talking about how Kamen Rider Skull sucks.
I mean, she's
Oh,
not-
I would kill her then.
We would all kill her, but he would deliver the finishing blow.
he'd
'cause
do
he
the
has short
Dempsey
hair
roll
eating
and then
breakfast.
do a smash,
But
and then she'd be
but
like
that,
fighting.
that hairstyle, they've had that in the games, but that was her Player 2 costume hairstyle in 4, and her Player 2 costume looked really cool in 4. So I put that back on there because it looks great, and she looks great with that hair.
And anything else on Soul Calibur 6? Rumor?
Sano, have you dicked around in Libra of Souls? I'm guessing
I
not.
played like the first couple matches. and-
Rumor has it right now that 2B is going to be DLC. There's a
Well, yeah,
rumor.
the Yorha theme is in there.
That is not real.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
It's not.
That picture that you saw, that wasn't real. It was in the place of where the creator is, the person who made it. And second, you could tell by like the spacing of it, it's not real.
Yeah. If 2B does get made, that'll be really weird.
It would be really
because
cool.
because a bunch of people have
also-
already made 2B as creative characters.
The thing you have to realize is that why has no fucking place reported on that leak? That's
Speaking of
supposed,
2B,
like,
there's like the fucking mobile game for something. I forget what it was.
Star Ocean.
Star Ocean, yes. I guess you've seen it as well. That
I've seen it, yeah.
the Star Ocean mobile game is getting 2B as like a character.
She's
for,
been
like,
in
an
the
event.
Japanese version for a while, along with A2 and 9S.
Well, apparently 2B's coming to the Western version.
Yeah, that's good. RMH. Anything you want to talk about?
But yes, Soul Calibur
yeah.
6 is fun.
Fun.
Well,
you should get it.
let's see.
Don't get. You should get it. But Max, I will quote Max, talking from his.
I mean, I picked up Starlink.
Oh, cool.
That's
the
cool.
one with
Sorry.
Fox in them, right?
Yeah, on Switch version.
Yeah. Did you get the Switch version?
Yeah,
Awesome.
why wouldn't I?
Of course.
I just wanted to say one last thing, but okay.
Let Saraku say his last thing, and then RMH.
Yeah.
One last thing, I will paraphrase something Max said in his streams of the beta matches. Don't get Soul Calibur 6 because someone recommended it to you. Get it because you want to get it. You know?
Yeah.
And if
It's
you don't wanna get it,
paraphrasing,
that's
but still.
fine.
But don't listen to him. Listen to me. On the
If you don't want to get it, then don't get it. But if you want to get it, then fucking get it.
Okay, RMH, your turn.
Let's see. Also, like just before the mail strike started, part of one of the latest Gunpla kits I ordered arrived.
What'd you order?
Well, it was it was a backpack for the G Self,
Oh,
but not the G Self itself.
the G Cell?
G Self from G Rico.
Oh, I don't know what that is. Sorry to say.
Mm.
G Self. You guys know what it is?
Nope. Never
No.
heard of it.
I feel like Sano
the
knows.
It's the main character Gundam.
Oh,
No,
from-
I got the normal pack with like the space backpack.
Space backpack.
It's
Anything else? But anything else you want to talk about?
What else? Like, oh yeah, I guess I should bring it up since since I talked about it beforehand, but break and roll Jelter.
Oh, same.
I have not yet rolled Jelter. I'm not. really interested. I'd rather get Gramps. So I'm.
I
That
did-
like
I would like
all-
Gramps as well, but Jolter's more important to me.
Talk about gacha again.
Spent over $700, but I get her on a ticket.
You
I
spent
still late.
$700 bucks?
Oh, you're
Well,
RMH,
I think that,
Oh my-
are
that's
you serious,
over-
RMH?
That's in total for FGO, like over
Okay.
time.
I have spent
Okay.
50
Like
bucks.
175 was spent on the first go and 75 for the summer. break.
Okay,
The
question,
rest-
but how much did it take, like, on this roll since the 5 million downloads?
4 million.
4
yeah,
million.
the rest of the money in that total is like was towards Jalter. Of course, there was
But
some.
how, wait,
recoveries.
how much did you spend to get Jolter?
Wait, stop
Wait,
playing gacha. Stop.
How much? No, I need to ask this question.
Right
How
now.
much have you spent on Jolter?
Well, let me explain.
No,
I spent
No,
Just
there's-
give
no,
us a
no
number.
Explaining.
A
There's a number.
like at
How
least
much did
700.
you spend on? No,
No,
no, no,
specifically
no.
Jolter herself.
Specifically, just Jalter. Just Jalter. Fuck everything else. How much did you spend on Jalter?
On this
At
one,
least-
because
at
this
least-
this draw the
From the point
for-
where you said, I want to get Jalter, to
No,
the
not
point
even
where
that, not
you
even
got
that.
Jalter.
Since Tuesday or Monday, where the 5 million downloads campaign started, how much have you spent?
Not a cent. 'Cause
Okay.
I saved up beforehand.
And how much did
Okay.
you spend on that?
How much of that saved up did you spend?
Well, I spent like $200 in prep. Then the Halloween banner happened, and I caved and rolled for Tamamo, who I did get.
Ah!
I
And then I
spent-
spent again to recover the course.
I spent
Paying for gacha.
I spent $50.
Jesus Christ.
I
And-
spent
and
no.
that brought
Here's
us
my
up
story
to,
with
like,
spending money on
400.
gacha. I spent $50 to try to get fucking summer
Tamamo?
no, not Tamamo.
Saber? Saber?
Martha?
Not Saber. 4-star. Ruler
Martha?
Martha. Yeah. I spent $50 to get Ruler Martha. Didn't get her, and I've
Too
never
much.
made a bigger. I've
$50 is still too much.
I know, and I've never been more disappointed in myself in my life.
I'm never gonna play a gacha game because I'm worried I would do something like that. Because
I'm
also never gonna play a
I
gacha
remember
I spent
when I
90
got
quarter.
really-
I
remember
spent 90 free quarters to get a
I got
Jelter.
way too into Little Big Planet when I was a kid and ended up spending a bunch on DLC literally just so
God.
I could make character costumes. So I know that I have part of my mind that is willing to spend that much on one game. I don't want.
I
to
know
get into
exactly
that.
what you're
about,
talking
you're gonna spend
because
money
I
to
was
get
the
that
worst-
thing.
The worst part
I'm
is that
glad.
there's more banners that I want to roll on
At
coming
the
up.
very
Like
least,
Gramps?
at the very least, fucking buying Little Big Planet DLC. I know that I'm gonna get the thing I'm paying for.
You're gonna get the thing you're paying for, and not only that, Little Big Planet had some great fucking DLC.
But I
It did,
mean,
yeah.
but I mean,
Yeah, but it-
are they
it-
Jelter?
it-
I don't think they are.
I don't
It
feel
don't-
Little
You
Big
can
Planet's
make-
Little Big Planet's DLCs were like base game in Little Big Planet 2. There was the Metal Gear DLC, which introduced the
Final
paintball
Fantasy
guns, right?
VII.
The Metal Gear Solid 4 DLC that had the paintball guns and stuff, right?
I know there's one
Yeah.
for Final Fantasy VII.
There's one
what?
for
No, we're talking
fucking
about for
everything.
we're talking about for just
Wasn't that for one?
But but seriously, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if
And
fucking
then,
Little Big
the
Planet 3
two
got DLC that added fucking fake characters because that's as far as they're going out with fucking DLC
God
now.
fucking fate.
Well, there's
Wait.
but the two big ones in Little Big
It'd probably
Planet
be
1
Fate Prof,
were
bruh.
the
So-
two big ones in Little Big Planet 1 were the one of the first big DLC expansions was they added
Metal
the Metal
Gear.
Gear Solid 4
Metal
uh,
Gear.
Then
which
there's the
added-
Pirates of the Caribbean one, which added
water. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
There were a ton of
those are the
character
big ones.
packs, which included one that was for a Heavy Rain one, which I kind of hate because some parts of that ended up being really commonly used in character costume things. I didn't know anything about Heavy
Oh,
Rain
yeah.
at the time.
I also
but
didn't know.
now I know.
I
I just
remember
look at it and I go. "Ugh."
my first experience
Yeah.
with Heavy Rain was actually downloading the demo and thinking, "Wow, this is super interesting."
You know what?
I wanna play it.
You know what I use time in costumes? I always
What?
used Jaden's single glove.
Same.
Oh
Yeah.
God, you
Same!
assholes!
What?
Jaden's fucking Ari glove.
Single
There's
glove.
a ton of shit.
I think I bought the
Uh,
girl from that game.
The only reason I know White Knight Chronicles exists is because Little Big
Fucking
Planet
White
has
Knight
DLC
Chronicles,
pack for it.
dude. That is a ow. You hurt my brain with that. I never played it. All I know is that
I've
it
never
exists.
played it either.
All
All
I
I know of it is that it exists is because there's a Little Big Planet DLC pack.
I know about it because I saw it in a fucking video game magazine.
All right, you want to hear something fucking tragic?
Oh.
No, this
other
is
than my spending on
this is
gacha,
my
only know-
podcast,
I
and I
only-
allow gotcha.
I would not have known the existence of Shadow of the Colossus were it not for the Little Big Planet DLC.
My brother and sister were big fans of this Shadow when it came out. So
I had
Yeah.
I had never fucking heard of Shadow of the Colossus.
you probably would have
until
heard
I
it.
saw that
You
DLC.
probably would have heard about it sooner or later.
Probably. Well, yeah,
But
but
so
it's one of those things where it's one of those things where, like, have you ever had something where, like, you've never fucking heard this one thing, but as soon as you like hear of it, suddenly you're hearing about it
it
everywhere?
happens all
Yeah.
the time for me.
I
Like-
remember the very first time that happened to me was in elementary school, where as a class we were reading Bridge to Terabithia.
Oh god.
And then just after we started reading Bridge to Terabithia, they announced the movie.
Oh,
That's
God.
crazy.
And like stuff kept happening like that for a long while, and I thought, am I manipulating reality?
what, RMH?
but
no.
yeah, as I was saying, like, there's the worst part is, like, there's still so many banners to come that I want to, like the freaking Musashi banner
I really gotta roll
Oh,
for
man.
Gramps.
and Tomoe
Stop.
banner.
This is my podcast, and Gotcha's okay.
No! I'm worried
Gotcha's
about
not
this.
okay. We're both worried.
I play mostly
It's
free to
too
play.
late.
It's fine. I haven't even gone to my week. Don't do this to me,
Too
Sota.
late for me.
Why are you listening to Sota? You just said this.
This
is
is
your-
my podcast.
You
Don't
literally
Sota's
do
like
this
bringing
to
up
me.
his
This
week.
is my podcast.
Sota isn't even in voice. He's not even on the
He
podcast.
could hear us-
You don't have to
he could-
listen
he
to
is-
him.
he's on the
Delayed to this.
You don't have to
Anyway,
listen to him.
my
As
week
someone
is
who's
that
already
tell you not
stuck
to-
too
we'll
deep
tell you
in
not
this
to-
hell,
My-
warning others is the only thing I can do.
I love you. If you guys don't wanna, don't play Fate, but read the manga. Read the
Read the
learn the
Gurukko
reading
stuff.
with manga.
Play the
Fate-
the what was it, H game or whatever that started as, right?
Visual
It
novel.
started visual novel,
Visual
but no,
novel
don't.
with
Not even.
H
That's
scenes.
That's Fate Stay Night. We're
Well,
talking
fuck
about
it.
But the only thing of Fate I've touched
all
is
Fate.
Go. I've only touched Go. But I highly recommend reading the manga because it's hilarious.
And watch Zero.
Zero is pretty good, I've heard.
But don't start with 0.
Apparently don't start with Zero. Anyway, my week.
What's wrong? Is there anything wrong with Stay Night besides the whole?
Nothing wrong
There's
with
just not
Stay
like
Night.
a full. There's just like not a full adaptation of it in
And-
anime form, so you have to go with the visual novel.
Well,
That's like 100 hours.
Yeah, and the only animes
Okay,
for
visual
Fate
novels are fine.
The only thing for Fate Stay Night currently available is the anime by Dean, which I hear is not very good.
Yeah, it's garbage.
And there's a fucking what's it called? Unlimited Blade Works, which is I believe
By
sequel?
Ufotable.
Which I believe is a sequel to Stay Night.
Sort
It's
of.
the second
It's
arc after Stay
the
Night.
second route.
Yeah,
Second route, yeah.
but
And the
yeah.
heavens
There's
really
also
need-
the current anime, which I think is really fun, which is basically it's a cooking anime where they're just kind of chilling.
Oh, India cooking. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
you do, don't get into gotcha.
Don't get into
Don't get into
gacha.
gacha.
Read the
Don't
gacha manga.
don't get roped in by those sexy gun girls in front line. Don't get roped in by the UMP sisters or
Don't
the
get
Thompson.
don't get
or
drawn
anything.
in by Jelter or for me Astolfo.
I mean, at least you haven't
Oh.
fallen into the
Ooh.
Bang Dream Girls Band party. gotcha.
Yes, don't get in. Don't
With
get
Bang
drawn
Dream,
in by
Bang Dream is a
Astolfo.
weird gotcha for me because whenever I try to talk about it,
Tempting, though,
people
it
like
may be.
seem to like avoid it. They like avoid talking about it. I'd be like, hey, does Bang Dream kind of like need to be paid for? to get gacha, but nobody
And
seems to
people
give
are
me
like,
the-
"Where's the-"
yeah, my week. I didn't waste money on gacha. I did spend money. I spent money on Dragon Quest 11.
Oh, it just spent money on Dragon Quest
I
11.
pay money on Dragon Quest 11, the most British thing fucking ever.
Oh my god.
What if I took the tumble and had myself a right mischief? And the thing is, nothing's been. The thing is, nothing's been as British since. No other character is as British. It was a character that showed up for like the first 2 hours of the game, and then she was just completely gone.
I once watched on SharePlay one of my friends playing the monkey. No, not the monkey. The fucking Ape Escape remasters.
Yeah.
Those games are fucking British in English.
Well, the original ones were voiced by Ape Escape 1 for PS1 was voiced by Ash from Pokemon and Misty.
Yeah, but like he was playing Ape Escape 2.
Oh yeah, that's Ape Escape 2.
And it was like the most British thing. Oh, what's going on there? He or whatever the fuck his name was.
Yeah.
Oh no, we have to stop the apes from getting out.
Oh my god, please. You're gonna kill me.
But Dragon Quest 11 has honestly not been
Oh,
too
nice.
British. There's one point where it's just a wrestling match, like WWE style. There's like, the announcer is here!
I loves what's going on in
No, it's not
Dragon
even
Quest
British.
11.
Like, it's weird. Like, there's a British area, there's also a Hawaii area, where they'd be like, hey man, welcome to the luau.
See, so you don't have to be totally disappointed in me. I can do a non-crazy one.
But the thing is that
non-British.
most of Dragon Quest 11, whenever they do a British accent, it's that kind of Cockney accent.
Because that actually wasn't that bad.
Thank you.
I
Okay,
also need to
stop.
practice
You
it,
wanna?
but I
You're
can't
the
understand British
I can't
accent
believe you're the
because-
reincarnation of the Luminary. Oh, blimey.
I can't
Anyway,
do
Dragon
it.
Quest
When
11
When I
is
think,
a...
when I think of
You gotta
like
go and
when-
stop that
that-
evil
some-
force
every
now,
once in a
can't
while, I'll just think of Keith Sharabaika as the Dark Elves in.
but yeah, Dragon Quest 11 is fucking fantastic.
Every
it's
once
a
in a while, when I
good
think
thing.
of the crazy British accent, I'll just think of Keith Sharabaika as the Dark Elves in Skyrim.
Oh yeah, but Dragon Quest 11.
Hey, I found that golden claw. Get over here so I can help you figure it out.
Oh god, I hate those fucking claw mini games.
Well, and what mini games? It's just look at the thing on the claw. and then
Exactly.
put-
And then
It's
twist
not a
it.
mini game.
Puzzle, whatever.
It's not a puzzle. It's just fucking.
It's a puzzle.
look
The
with
first
your
time
eyeballs.
the first time you feed, he's like, "What am I supposed to do here?" And then you look at the claw and
Yeah,
like,
you
oh.
know what was the first time I did that? Fucking 2011. That shit's second nature now. It's
I know,
nothing.
but still dumb. Anyway, can I get on with my week?
Yes.
Go ahead,
sorry.
dude.
Anyway, Dragon Quest 11 is a fucking fantastic RPG.
You
It's a-
distracted us with your British accent.
Well, it's fucking Dragon Quest fault because it's all fucking like British and there's some Italians there and Hawaiians.
Wait a minute. What kind of Italians are we talking? Are we talking like like
Not
you know,
baby
Assassin's
bobbidi boo.
Creed?
No,
Like-
it's not-
oh my god.
No, I'm not saying that. They're not like that. More like Assassin's Creed, just like, hey,
We're just like, hey, we have Italian accents. Hey.
basically, yeah, that's it. Not like, hey, a bibbidi bobbidi booby, hey.
Insieme per la vittoria.
Yeah, they're kind of like that. They talk about. There's like one of my favorite characters in the game, Ronaldo. Damn it, how did I forget his name?
Ronaldo.
No, not Ronaldo. It's fucking. 1 second, let me get this name quick.
Vincenzo.
I'm just gonna just do a quick search on Google. I'm just gonna look
Well,
up the name.
I guess
just
while
'cause-
we're waiting for this dead air to be filled.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to do.
No.
I-
Yeah,
that's what
you're
I'm just trying to
mumbling
do.
yourself. That's a great fucking way to
Let's
fill
see,
dead air.
I'm just trying to.
Should I-
Oh, I'm just trying to find it on the fucking.
Oh my god.
Because where is
Okay,
it? I'm trying...
RMH, did you talk about your thing? I forget.
Sylvando, that's his name. Sylvando.
Silvando.
Sylvando's the best boy because he's just like really like he's that kind of like really like
Use your words.
flowery I guess would be a word. Like he's very like, hey, how you doing, darling? and stuff like
okay.
that.
The Casanova type.
Yeah, well, no, he says this to the guys mostly.
Oh, okay.
But he's just really flirty and really fun. He's great. He's like probably the most entertaining character in the party. And it's just a really great RPG. It's very classic RPG. It's a lot easier than past Dragon Quests. Especially since the only really other Dragon Quest I played is Dragon Quest 11. And not 11, 8. 8's a good game, but really hard.
Talking about 11?
Yeah, I'm talking about 11. 8 was hard.
Dragon Quest 8, Dragon Quest 11 is easy, unlike Dragon Quest 11.
Anyway, but yeah, I highly suggest if you like JRPGs, especially classic ones, not the what Square does nowadays with 15. Play Dragon Quest 11. It's really good.
Is 15 so bad?
It's not bad.
I haven't played it myself, but everything I've seen from it makes me kind of hate it. I played the demo, and I was just like, I saw the writing on the wall, and I was like, no, this isn't Final Fantasy to me. It's very not.
Oh god, here come the police to take you away.
The first thing.
Talking shit about
Final Fantasy
That wasn't
15.
even a bully.
They're on their way to get me to say nice things about Noctis.
It wasn't even the police, it was the fire department.
The fire department's here to kill me. They're gonna set me on fire.
Fire Hedgehog is coming.
The fire department.
Sento's gonna kick your ass for talking shit about 15.
No, Sento, it's not even that good.
It's Sento's favorite thing about the new world.
Sento and Emu are gonna kick your ass.
About shitting on. No, I feel like Emma would be a Dragon Quest guy.
And Hero.
Hero.
Yeah, you'd have to get Hero in to get mad about the Final Fantasy thing.
And he'd be like, what did you say? What'd you say about Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy is dumb.
What did you say about Final Fantasy?
But as long as you don't...
I actually quite enjoy that series now that the intern has gotten me into it.
As long as you don't insult Final Fantasy 13,
Why do you keep calling me an intern?
13 gets a lot of shit.
Saying, as long as you don't insult 13, then neither of Takeda's riders will come after you.
Okay, I'm just saying that I am an advocate for 15
is the one with... Wait,
with lightning.
12.
That's 12.
12.
12 is the one.
I
I
with
don't
Otoya.
remember very well because I haven't played many...
I'm not a fan of 12's gameplay, but it's a fine game.
Yeah. I was gonna say, even though Van sucks, you
it's
can't
played
talk
by
shit
Otoya.
about Van because Takeda,
Played by
because
Otoya.
Otoya and Kazumin will come to kill you.
No.
They're gonna come to your house and scrap break, wake up your ass.
No. Fawn sucks.
But
you have to play the spin-off with Van you have to play the spin-off with Van and Pinello and none of the other characters.
Revenant Wings.
Revenant Wings does not. I
Up.
played Revenant Wings the whole way through. That game does not just have them and none of the
It's
other
Tactics
characters.
A2. I'm thinking about Tactics A2.
No, you know what fucked up is I've played Revenant Wings, but I haven't actually played 12.
It's
I've also the same. Yeah.
I haven't played most Final Fantasy games.
I also
don't
haven't
know-
played.
I don't know
played.
shit about 7.
We've all been having fun playing 14. I've tried like 3 times to. I have it on Steam. It's currently uninstalled because I'm not in a place where I want to go back and try it again.
13.
But I've tried playing 7 over and over and over again, and I just can't get into it. It takes I stop I always run out of steam at the Shinra building and fighting.
This is the stairs. Did the stairs leave?
No,
you?
it's
too much.
It's not the stairs. It's not the stairs. It's all the shit that happens after Sephiroth kills Shinra or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
Shinra.
The
president.
Yeah, the Rufus fight and then the other fight at the same time. I can do those fights. It's just that I'm sitting there. It's not that it's hard. It's that at that point it's just oh my fucking god, when is this going to pick up?
What? That's where it picks up because right afterwards you go out into the world map.
So
yeah, it took an hour too long to get there.
Well, the
the
thing
Final
is that
Fantasy games I've played are the GBA remake of 1 and 2.
that's a good. I have to.
I've played a bit of 9.
You've already played more than I have, right?
I've played Revenant Wings.
Haven't played that.
Permanent Wings is good.
14, obviously.
I played 14.
It was the first real like dyed in the
And
wool
I
JRPG I
think
played.
that's
Like I don't
kind of it.
I don't
played
fully,
Final Fantasy.
I don't fully count Kingdom Hearts as like a true JRPG. Like
Yeah, it's an action RPG.
In
Yeah.
terms of what Final Fantasy games I've played, it's like some of 10, the GBA port of 5 a bit.
I've played a little bit of
15
15 on SharePlay.
Type
I've
0.
the games I've played and beaten, I beat it in Final Fantasy 1, 2, 5,
And 6.
7,
And 7.
I've gotten
9,
pissed off
10,
at Noctis and Tekken 7. Does that count?
and 12. I haven't beaten 12. I haven't beaten 13 either.
Does beating them? Can you?
This is
implement
my
beat
thing.
them?
I've played through all of them except 15.
I played through nearly every one of the main lines except 8.
I
We're all enjoying 14.
yeah, you guys
I've
are enjoying.
I've played nearly every one of them.
But I have
one of the
played
main
through
ones
most of
except
them. I would just because like if I said just play
You guys
through,
think we
then
should play 14 after this?
if you guys want, I have to do my weeklies anyway. But actually, we should end because we're already at 3 hours.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just before.
We didn't get
Just
we
before we
got we
finish up.
technically did
Wait.
get we got one email, but it was just a troll email,
Oh boy.
and I'm not
Read it. Read it anyway. Read it anyway. We're not backing down for this shit.
Subject.
That email's in the inbox.
It wasn't even
We're
a
gonna
question
fucking
though.
read
It
it.
wasn't even a question
Wait.
though.
We need to say the email address first.
So
Okay.
if you got emails, if you want to troll us, then fuck you. Send your emails to Tokusatsu Hyper Cast Off. Wait, what is it?
No, it is hypercastoffpodcast.
Hypercastoffpodcast@gmail.com.
That's hypercastoffpodcast@gmail.com. And if you send an email in, hopefully it will not sound something like this.
from should I say the email because it seems like their real name?
No.
But just say from a guy.
From a guy that I will not say their name. It just
Say
says
part of the name.
the
Just like a
subject-
first
Say
name
that
thing.
first name.
from Luis. The subject is Writer Sucks and says watch a real show like Power Rangers, nerds. And that is it. That is the only email we
Alright.
got.
What the
Fuck you, Luis.
Luis, I have an answer for you, which is we did not watch Power Rangers the past couple weeks because Epsilon, who usually forces us to watch them, wasn't feeling up to it particularly. But we do usually watch Power
We
Rangers.
do.
Guess
We do
what?
watch
It
Power
sucks.
Rangers.
We fucking
and
hate it.
Showed.
We fucking hate
Ninja
it.
Steel is ass.
Let's hope for Beast Morphers.
Fuck you, Luis. Thank you for sending in your email. That has been the Podcast. Fucking whatever the
Tokusatsu
fuck.
Hyper Podcast
We're
Off.
going. Bye.
Bye,
Everybody.
everybody.
We need to
Okay,
watch
there we go.
Ultraman X.
Recording over.
Yeah, rip.